here as two Wildcat teams look to face off. Both teams enter the night undefeated in district play, but only one of them will remain at the top of the district standings. Last season, Paris and Sulphur Springs were able to renew their rivalry in a game that came down to the final play. Sulphur Springs is looking to keep the upper hand in the rivalry, while Paris is looking to seek revenge for a last-second loss. Will the Sulphur Springs Wildcats keep their impressive winning streak going and put themselves in a position to fight for the district title, or will Paris get revenge for last season's heartbreaking loss?
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for joining us here live from Paris for another edition of Sulphur Springs Wildcat football. If y'all have been hanging out with us all year, thank you so much and welcome back. If this is your first time joining us, I'm Tyler Lennon. I'm joined, of course, by Ryan Humphries. Ryan, what's going on, man?
Tyler, it's a beautiful night. Wildcat Stadium, Paris, Texas. We're getting closer and closer to the ideal football weather, but this is definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah, by the end of the night, it very well might feel like football weather,
yes.
But I'm excited. We got a great match for you tonight. This is two very evenly matched teams, two teams that played each other very close last season, and then, of course, both 2-0 in district play tonight. So this is a big one.
It's a huge one. You win this one, like we said, I think last week we mentioned it. If you win this one, you might mathematically clinch a playoff spot.
Right.
I'm not gonna say that for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's how it would come out. But this is a big one. These two teams are essentially chasing Anna in the district standings, and so this one, whoever wins this one is going to have the best shot to possibly dethrone them from a district title.
Yeah, and of course, both of these teams still have to play Anna. But before we get too deep into this, we've got a ton that we got to get into tonight. I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to our pregame advertiser, Shelby Gamble with CBJ Custom Apparel. Shelby Gamble is your East Texas corporate sales rep for CBJ Custom Apparel. She takes a customer service approach to apparel decoration, merchandise, and custom designs for businesses and nonprofit organizations. Give her a call at 903-348-4382 for all your custom apparel needs. Ryan, before we get into the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, we always kind of start with the opposing team. This is a Paris team that if you just looked at their record, you'd see that they're 3-4. But once you really start to look at those games, two of those losses are very close to Gilmer and Van, and then they've played some common opponents with Sulphur Springs very well. What's kind of your read on Paris?
I think just that. If you look at the record, you might go, okay, Sulphur Springs should be fine in this one, but that is not the case.
Right.
If you look at those losses, you've got some close ones to some legit opponents. You've got a couple bigger losses to Salina and Pleasant Grove, two Texas high school football powerhouses, and so this is certainly no slouch. This is not your average 3-4 ball
right.
club. But what gets me the most is what they've done in their last 2 weeks. They've absolutely thumped Kaufman, and then really put it on community as well. So I think they've scored around 80 or so points in district, and they've only given up 14. And
yeah,
so,
I thought I had it written down. Yeah, it's 82, I think.
It's 82 to 14. And so as far as where they're at right this second, I really think they're in a good spot.
Yeah, and I think it is worth mentioning. This is maybe just the first or second time, I believe the second time we've gotten to say this all season, but Sulphur Springs is the underdog according to Dave Campbell's. They're a 7-point dog. And that could be, it's in Paris.
Right. I don't know about that one. I probably, if I was making the line, I don't think I would put Sulphur Springs as the underdog because Sulphur Springs is playing good right now. They've won 5 straight. And is that right, 5?
Yes.
Yeah, so 5 straight. And so I don't know that I would say Sulphur Springs is a 7-point underdog. But I do think that tonight is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, I think so as well. And obviously, this was very much a rivalry when you were in high school.
Yep.
And, of course, getting to kind of renew that rivalry starting last year. Very close game. It came down to literally the final play of the game. How much of that do you think? Yeah, Jaden Nelson.
Probably our coolest down-to-the-wire call
yes,
of our young broadcasting
career.
Before
we were standing up for every play of the game, we were standing up for that one.
Right. That one was like, oh, did he catch it? Did he not catch it? Did not catch it?
Right.
And that was a fun one.
If you're Paris, how much of that, or either team, but how much of that's kind of in the back of your head?
Tremendously. Any kid that was a part of that game last year on both sides, it obviously remembers that one as it was either great or it was poor. And I told you before the broadcast, 2 of the losses that I think about the most in my high school career came at the hands of Paris. I lost 2 right at the end, tragic games, and so that was certainly something that was tough.
Ryan, I'm going to let the viewers know right now, depending on how the rest of this Ranger game goes, we're going to get 2 very different Tylers tonight.
I was going to say that I'm kind of a nervous wreck at this moment because we've got Rangers going on, ALCS, Sulphur Springs is about to kick off. There's just a lot of things going on right now.
There is a ton going on. Looking at Sulphur Springs, of course, I don't want to get too into it because we still have to get to everyone's favorite part of the pregame show, Humphries to victory. So we're going to do our best to not allude to any of those things. But, of course, I think if you're Sulphur Springs, it's very important to the one big flaw this team has had is the way they've started games. You've got to start faster. Right?
No question. Last week, and it turned out to be fine for Sulphur Springs. But I kind of nailed the onside kick right out of the gates.
Not kind of.
Yeah, I guess I did nail the onside kick. But, I would say that's not starting fast enough. I'm not saying they weren't prepared. I'm not saying – but the fact of the matter is out of the gates – they kick an onside kick, Maybank recovers, and so that's a slow start for Sulphur Springs.
Yeah, and I think especially these last couple games, you've played Community and Maybank, and no offense to either of those teams, but they're just not near as good as the team you're going to be playing against tonight. You've kind of gotten away with being able to recover from the slow starts, and unfortunately, I'm not sure that you're going to be able to tonight.
No, I don't think so, especially on the road. This is going to be a tougher atmosphere than, let's say, a Community on the road. Obviously, a rivalry game. I would think that the stands are going to be fairly packed tonight, and so I do think it is very important, both halves, first and second, to get a fast start.
Now, I do want to mention in the game that these two teams played last season against Sulphur Springs won in a close one, 21-14. Brady Driver was great, 75% passing, 205 yards, 3 touchdowns, and Skylar Lewis had a huge game. He had half of those, literally 111 receiving yards and a touchdown. I think, obviously, we'll give players to watch and our, predictions for players of the game, but I think it starts with those two offensively.
No question, and really, you can pick any week and go that. All right, Brady and Skylar, they need to have a big game. And I think that this one is no different, and I expect them to have a big game. This one tonight, if I had to pick, just looking at their scores, looking at our scores, I think it's going to take 30 points to win this one.
I think so as well. I mean, we do our our final prediction score-wise. I
haven't come up with mine yet.
I think it is going to be in that range. I think you're going to have to score 30 or more points.
The winner's going to have to score more than 30 is my prediction.
I would think so as well. Again, Sulphur Springs has been playing great as of late, 5-game winning streak. Looking back at last week, beat Maybank 28-10. It was another big week for Cam Jefferson. He had 66 yards in just 9 tries. I think he'll be obviously a big person to watch tonight as well.
And offensively last week was, any stats that you look at are going to be it's going to be a tad misleading because, Wow.
And Jose Altuve just hit a 3-run bomb to take the lead in the ninth. Okay. All right.
Sorry for the pause. That's tough.
I want to cry.
That's pretty tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's pretty tough.
But, yeah, Cam Jefferson's been
misleading last week's stats because of the time of possession that Maybank had. They controlled the ball really well, had a good game plan, kept it away from us. But I think tonight is going to be a lot more high scoring, and so you're definitely going to see some offense.
Yeah, and I'm kind of curious if we'll see more of Malachi Rowland this week. They've obviously been trying to kind of ease him back into the game plan. I think those two are going to be huge. Offensive line were named our players of the game last week, and that was they've done really well this year as well.
I think they've held it down well. Kept Brady upright, kept the running backs running. And it's gonna be a group effort tonight. I think you're gonna have to have multiple guys make plays. The offensive line is gonna have to step up. Defensively, you're gonna have to tackle well. You're gonna have to get after the quarterback. All the simple things that make a successful football game. Sulphur Springs is going to have to do all of that and more.
Right, we teased it a little bit. If it's okay with you, I kind of want to go ahead and get to it. That way people know, or that way we don't have to tiptoe around it anymore. Everyone's favorite part of the pregame every single week. Humphries to victory. You ready?
Tyler, number one, we got to stay balanced, and I think we've done a really good job at that. When games ask us to have success running the ball, we do that. When the game plan asks us to, we got to get up and throw the ball 3 times to get down the field as quick as we can. We do that well. We stay balanced. We do what the defense gives us, and I think we're going to have to do that tonight. I don't know whether the bulk is going to be on the ground. I don't know if it's going to be through the air, but we need to be able to do both. Tyler, number 2 is don't overlook Paris, okay? We talked about it. The record is not great. It's not nearly as good as ours, but this is a big game. This is a humongous game in terms of playoff seeding, on our way to a district title, hopefully. This is a big one, and so nothing else matters but what we do against the Paris Wildcats tonight, and that brings up our favorite Humps key to victory, and that's go 1-0 because there's nothing else in anyone's world football-wise that matters more than right now. Nothing. We've already had our week of practice. Next week's practice doesn't matter. Next week's game doesn't matter. Anna doesn't matter. the Sulphur Springs Wildcats versus the Paris Wildcats. The winner of tonight, that is all that matters this week.
I 100% agree with you. We're getting closer to kickoff. Obviously, we'll have the national anthem and everything, and when we do, Ryan and I will step out of the way. But before we go any further, we want to hear a word from our pregame advertiser. We'll be right back.
My name is Shelby Gamble, your East Texas corporate sales rep for CBJ Custom Apparel. At CBJ, I take a customer service-centered approach to apparel decoration, merchandise, and custom designs for businesses and nonprofit organizations. I will work side by side with you throughout your embroidery, screen print, or sublimation project to ensure everything turns out great. Choose from our selection of high-quality materials and watch your business shine. Give me a call at 903-348-4382 for all your custom apparel needs.
Okay, Ryan, we've kind of talked about some different predictions and everything. We save our final score prediction and everything. We save that kind of for the back end of it. But let's go ahead and start looking at some players to watch offensively and defensively. Do you have a player of the game prediction in mind yet?
Man, offensively, I don't know. We usually get away from this one because I think that he has to have a big game every night. But I think Brady Driver.
Yeah.
I think we need to have a big game out of the quarterback, running the ball, throwing the ball, taking care of the ball. And I always talk about turnovers. I hadn't brought it up tonight, but that's huge, especially on the road. I imagine that the stats for a road team losing the turnover battle, I bet their win-loss ratio is terrible.
Absolutely.
I'd be willing to bet that for sure. And so it's important that Brady takes care of the ball tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to go in a similar vein as you, and I'm going to go Skylar Lewis. He's another player that you could probably give it to just about any given week. But again, he was huge against him last season. He's already got 9 touchdowns on the year. His goal was for 10, and a chance to get that done pretty early into the season. I'm going to go with Skylar Lewis.
Defensively, give me, any one of Grayson Hardy, Todd Bobby, Austin Chaney. We need an interception. Go get a pick. Go return one. Pick up a fumble recovery. You saw that earlier in the year with Todd Bobby. Grayson Hardy's been close on some interceptions. Austin Chaney almost has the pick 6 last week. And so those go a long way. And if you can make one of those plays out of the secondary, it's almost double for the offense.
Yeah, it's funny. We continue to be on the exact same page because I had narrowed it down to either Grayson Hardy or Austin Chaney. Grayson Hardy led the team with 13 tackles last week.
That's huge.
And he's a player that he was solid to begin with, but, he's just a sophomore, and it feels like every single week you can see the improvement with him. He continues to get better and better. And this secondary, like you mentioned, Ty Bobby, Grayson Hardy, Austin Chaney, they've been huge this year.
And I know that they're looking forward to this one because the last 2 weeks, first 2 district ball games, not a lot of action in the air. I guarantee that Paris throws the ball a little more than the first 2 district opponents tonight.
Yeah, how frustrating is that if you are a secondary player and you're just having to? It's nothing but run.
A lot of tackling. Yeah, a lot of tackling.
Yeah, that'll kind of get you out of your rhythm.
Yeah,
I feel like. Yeah, I think going to see a huge week from this secondary, and again, like you're mentioning, kind of just really a chance for them to get to show off their, how good they are in coverage.
Yeah.
Ron, we're getting closer to kickoff. I'm getting excited, man. This one, it very much feels like a district rivalry game.
Oh, yeah. No, I definitely think that, as far as games go, this is the biggest one of the year thus far. And I know we could have said, well, last week's biggest game, week before that's biggest game. But truly, this one is the biggest game of the year.
Yeah, and like we mentioned, both of these teams, that's kind of a tough back end of the district schedule for Anna to go up against Sulphur Springs and Paris in the final 2 weeks of the season. But, yeah, if you win this game tonight, whoever does is going to get a chance to play Anna essentially for a district title.
Yep, and I'm not overlooking, I'm not, predicting whatever, but whoever wins tonight is probably going to get a shot at Anna undefeated in district. And so this one's big. It truly is.
Yeah, it is a big one. I am curious. We already mentioned it a little bit earlier in the pregame show. Do you think these teams feel the rivalry, or do you think it's just starting to be renewed? Or
I think so.
I
think so. Kids talk. They hear their parents talk.
Oh, yeah, last season with the TikTok, there was a lot of
they do. And so I think that all parties involved know that this is a big game.
Ryan, at what point does our pregame show just become us watching the bottom of the ninth of this Ranger game?
I honestly
work out of there.
I cannot believe that Altuve hit a 3-run homer.
It just had to be Altuve, didn't it?
Yeah, not a fan. But it's disappointing. That's disappointing. And really, the thing is like you go back and Leclerc, our closer, having to sit through all the swing out.
You and I mentioned that. Yeah.
It's a long time to sit. But that's, Dusty Baker, that's a little bit of gamesmanship there, possibly. but we're gonna need
I
a
hadn't
run right
considered
here.
that. That very well may have been why he argued.
Yeah, it's not his first
as
rodeo.
long as he did. It really is not.
No, disappointing though. I'll be honest.
Brian,
I will be honest.
I'm
a little dazed and confused.
Yeah, there's
really.
a lot going on over here.
I know there's a high school football game, and I'm ready for that.
And we'll be locked in. We still got 13 minutes on this clock over here. Leadoff single. Let's go.
That's a good start. That's a good start.
I can't even pretend that
So
we're not. Yeah.
Who do we? No, I mean, I'm surely. I bet we have our least amount of.
Yeah.
We probably have our least amount of pregame viewers.
We might.
I'd almost guarantee it, and I hope we are. I hope
and
we're.
if you are watching, you probably are interested in what's happening over here.
Yes. So who's after Garber? We've got.
It will be Jonah Heim.
Okay. All right. So Jonah Heim, and then.
Then you're back to the top of the
okay.
order.
All right. Well, that's.
We've got
a pretty good
pinch
spot
runner.
to
We
be.
got Josh Smith pinch running. I like that. I'm starting to notice we don't have either of the helmets blown up. Usually that's part of our pregame ritual.
It doesn't look like. Well, I don't know. I can't tell. It looks like they might just have a banner for Paris, in which would be a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
If there's no helmet or any type of blow up.
Yeah, you got to go 1 out of 10 on that one. It also doesn't feel like there are a ton of people here yet.
Well,
for
you
a
know,
game that's getting close to starting.
You did have there's
Yeah.
a bit of a traffic
That is true.
issue. Obviously, thinking about those people involved.
Of course. Yeah, I figure by the time kickoff rolls around, this will be a pretty packed house, and you see some people from Sulphur Springs over on the other side. So
Tyler had the Paris fish fry before this.
I was going to ask if that's where you went.
You know,
yeah.
I had to.
You have to.
I had to. Anytime in Paris, that's what you got to get.
How was it?
Oh, it was fantastic, as always.
Let's go. Another single.
Does he go to third?
No, hold up. Okay, we're going to have runners on first and second, no outs.
And you bunt? Coach Humphries is bunting.
You could, especially
because
Simeon.
you'd bunt with Simeon. He's not hitting that
He's
great
not hitting
anyways.
very well right now.
And then you've got the best hitter in the entire world,
with
Corey
your tying
Seager,
run on third
and the winning run on second.
Yeah.
Nah, Coach Humphries is bunting.
I kind of like where Coach Humphries is at.
Well, we're steady watching. I'm not even gonna hide that I'm watching.
I hope you didn't have it on me when he hit the home run, because my live reaction was not fun for me. Some Astro fan out there.
Not family friendly.
If we have any Astro fans,
Not
I'm sure
safe for work.
I'm sure they'll have screen record that one.
I hope we don't have any Astros listening to this broadcast.
I hope we
living
don't.
way too close to Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, Seager 0 for 4 tonight. 3 pop-ups. You can't have that. Well, what would you? I mean, you'd rather have an infield fly than a double play, obviously. I don't know, man.
I just really think you bunt. I'm telling you, I think the safe thing to do is bunt.
That probably is the safe thing to do.
You take the double play out of it if you bunt.
Yeah, as long as you don't pop it up. Ooh, okay. 1-1 count. This is rough. By the way,
we're totally abandoning why we're here.
Yeah, and don't get us wrong. As soon as this game starts, we're locked all the way in.
No.
Yeah,
we're locked in, and it's just the camera's gonna move from there to me holding it.
A little bit of a different pregame show than you're used to. Oh gosh.
Oh man, Tyler, that was almost it, buddy.
Hard line drive.
That was the game winner.
At least it was heads up base running.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Got Corey Seager just the 1 out.
I'm
going to put in my call. Evan Carter walks it off.
Okay.
The young.
That'd be great.
Mr. Carter.
Dadgummit, Tyler.
Young
I'm
Carter.
telling you, you bunt right there, dude.
I think
you bunt. I mean, I know hindsight's 20/20, but I'm bunting.
You were saying it before,
I'm
so
bunting.
not even a matter of hindsight.
I don't even think people believe in the bunt anymore, but I'm a big advocate.
It's funny you mentioned that. Obviously, I'm a big LSU fan. They won the College World Series this past year, but watching as much College World Series as I did, I forgot how much they bunt during the College World Series.
Yeah.
College teams still very much believe in the bunt.
I mean, I just think if you look at the analytics of when you have runners in scoring position and less than 2 outs, I think that it goes really in your favor.
Yeah. Wow, man, a few more feet.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, maybe you don't get our live reaction. There's 2 outs, man. If they lose, do not get me on. Don't, please. Less than 10 minutes though.
But see, that's why you bunt, though. That's why you bunt, because that was a run.
That literally would have tied it up.
That was a run.
Evan Carter going to get a chance to win it, though.
My high school baseball coach would be just so disappointed. He's all about the bunt.
He was locked into the game earlier too. I got a chance to talk to him. I was like,
update
him on the score. He was well.
Hambone's all about it.
He was. Ron, I feel like we're getting pretty close. I mean, again, 9:30 on the clock over here.
Well, I'll tell
Got
you
the
one thing,
Paris
Tyler.
band.
I'm not a huge fan of the, I don't know, the Paris Wildcat mascot is definitely different than ours.
It's very Looney Tunes.
It's like a lynx or something.
Yeah.
You know? Abby, that's something. Cameraman Abby just showed me quite the clip of the Paris mascot.
Oh,
It's interesting.
Aw. 9:03 before we get started here tonight. Oh,
Tyler,
Corey,
it would be really cool if you put in the Evan Carter call.
do I need to update them on the clock situation? Okay, so as y'all have probably grown accustomed to, we usually have a clock, a camera for the clock so you can see it at all times. Unfortunately, we will not be having it tonight, so you're back to me having to update y'all on the time every few plays. But that's the only thing different about tonight. Other than that, we want to give a big shout out to Paris ISD for having us, obviously. We're ready for a good game.
I'm going to go as far to say that if we do lose this, it would probably be the third worst loss in Texas Rangers history.
Yep.
We won't speak of the first two, but I do think that this would be number 3.
And I don't even have to put any thought. I know exactly what 2 games you're talking about.
Not too hard if you
Evan Carter also has a chance as a 21-year-old to submit himself in Ranger history for the remainder of time. Why do we have to be on camera for this? He's never not in a 1-2 count. Now, he does great with 2 strikes, but he's never not in a 1-2 count.
There's pretty much no other words other than I'm crushed.
Yeah. It is just a banner for Paris, by the way.
Yeah, that's probably a 1 out of 10, Tyler.
It's a 1 out of 10.
I feel like I'm just.
Yeah.
I know I hate this, but I'm watching it.
1-2 count to Carter. Again, to remind y'all, once we get started with the national anthem, Ryan and I will obviously step out of the way, but then y'all are stuck with a engaged Ryan and Tyler for the remainder of the night. Good eye, 2-2. Here we go.
I'm locked in. There's just different parts of me locked in different places. You know what I mean?
That's where having ADHD comes in handy. I think I got a lot going on, but
I'm good, but it's not undivided attention.
And here comes
There we go.
Paris Wildcats.
The lettering backwards. We're just gonna go ahead and turn that off.
Yep, I'm not looking at that. Maybe we take it down to the field for the rest of the pregame show. Okay, yeah. And now the Sulphur Springs Wildcats starting to make their way out. Are we blowing up the tunnel? Can't tell if we are or not. The Paris crowd's starting to fill up pretty good. Of course, you hear the Paris band rocking over there. I genuinely think this is going to be a very close game between these two teams. It very well, last season, as we already alluded to, came down to the final play of the game. It could be whoever has the ball last, honestly. So I guess we're not blowing up the tunnel.
Tyler, what do we think? We want to start with the ball?
I was just about to ask you.
Defense? What are we feeling? It's so week to week what we get. I feel like we've had every combination. We've deferred. We've taken the ball. We've lost the toss. All that.
I think in this specific scenario, I might defer. I might try to get a stop on defense.
That's so funny because I give me the ball.
Okay.
Let's go get 7. And I know that's been our weakest spot this year, starting fast. But you can't start fast unless you get the chance, And so I like. You know what else I like? Taking a bet on whether Wyatt Watson is going to be the first out of the tunnel or not.
You don't got to worry about that.
Hey, we didn't blow our tunnel up either. That's 1 out of 10. That's 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10.
I would even make the argument they at least ran through something. we didn't even do that.
That's true.
Again, thank you to every single one of y'all for spending your Friday night with us here on Front Porch News at Chad's Media. I don't know if we're ahead of schedule or not, but it looks like we're about ready for the national anthem. So Ryan and I are going to step out of the way real quick, and then y'all are stuck with us for the rest of the night. So it looks like we're going to go for the
Captain for the Paris Wildcats.
I don't know. I feel that this pregame, there's a lot of weird things going on.
There is a lot of weird things going on.
And 59, Chris Garcia.
What a beautiful night, man.
Yeah, it really
no
is.
wind.
For Sulphur Springs. Now kind of rolling. Number 1. Number 12. Braxton Moore.
Braxton Wall, someone we didn't mention in the pregame, but he's been excellent this year as well.
So Paris is going to defer. So you were right about deferring, and I was right about us getting the ball first.
Since we're looking over here.
We would like to draw your attention to the home team sidelines where the AEL 139 crew member Casey Nelson, Flight RN EMT, will present the souvenir game ball to Paris High School coach Tony Grosso.
That's cool.
This year marks Coach Grosso's 46th year as coach.
Wow.
The entire Air Evac Lifetime 139 crew would like to thank the Paris ISD and all surrounding communities that we serve for the opportunity to be a part of this special event. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to these real-life heroes from Air Evac Lifetime number 139 for delivering tonight's game ball. At this time, would you please rise for the playing of the national anthem. Please hold for the anthem. Also for our special
it felt intentional, but I think the helicopter flying was pretty cool.
round of applause.
I think it was.
Think so?
It was pretty low to be. I mean, I don't think they would just fly over the. I don't know. Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know. It was cool.
It was cool.
Well, I will say the presenter, she was an evac
you make a good
pilot, and so I'm thinking
You make a
had
good
to be
point.
some relation there, but pretty cool. So start with the ball, Tyler. What are we looking for this first drive?
I think we're looking for points, man. I
Yeah.
think we're looking for a long,
Yeah,
sustained
and I
drive.
think 7.
Yes.
I mean, I think 3 would be fine. That's still a pretty good start. But I'm looking to get 7. And let's do it. Let's do it in a balanced way. Let's get the run going early. That's going to help Brady, have more time to drop back and pass. Or let's air it out early, and then they've got to back up, and we you know, again, I think it goes back to number one on Hump's Keys to Victory. We got to stay balanced. Whatever the defense gives us, that's what we got to do.
I agree. Getting ready for the kickoff. Want to give a big shout out to our friends at Cody Drug. They provide a unique and personalized experience that big chain pharmacies just can't match. They also offer vaccines and B12 shots. Be sure to take advantage of their convenient delivery services as well. Make the easy transfer to Cody Drug today.
Now, I do not see an onside kick opening up tonight, but let's be very aware that they could.
We do look more prepared just in case.
Let's just at least watch it. Okay, so they kind of got the two kicker action.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they have.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Gonna kick it deep. Adams to return. And
Great
it's a good return.
Yep, absolutely.
Up to the 32 before we see the Wildcats offense for the first night. I want to give a big shout out to our friends at Elevate Aesthetics in Sulphur Springs. They're the elite med spa for all your anti-aging treatments. They offer Botox and fillers as well as B12 shots, skinny shots, and more. Give them a call at 214-205-1333. And remember, getting older is inevitable, but aging is optional. Wildcats going to start this drive at the 32.
There's big Vincent Johnson.
He got an
Houston offer this week.
U of H.
I would say a Big 12 offer is a big deal.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, big shout out to Vincent. We give to Malachi on the opening snap. Gain of a few.
Malachi rolling on the carry.
That was the weirdest looking 3-yard carry I think I've ever seen. I couldn't tell if that was a gain of 0 or evidently it's 3.
Yeah, I spoke a little early when I said a gain of a few, but I was just looking at where the line judge was. It was not based off my own assessment by any means. But a 2nd and 7. Again, no clock for the camera or for the clock tonight, so we'll be updating you on the time. Brady rolling out.
Oh man, corner actually he broke away from Skyler very well and actually contested that pass. I thought Brady threw a good ball. I was not expecting that corner to react that way.
Yeah, I wasn't either. Fortunately, just the incomplete pass. Bring up 3rd and 7 at the 35.
Here comes Cam Jefferson.
What are we thinking here on 3rd and 7?
You got to throw it. I don't think we're in a spot where we can run it because that would make me think we're going to go for it on 4th. I don't think we would. Now
Brady
QB draw.
Himself,
Yep.
And he's got the first down.
QB draw doesn't necessarily count with what I was talking about. That's a great play call because they're thinking we're for sure going to throw. They, I'm sitting here saying this is a pass. The defense is thinking this is a pass. Okay, now Caden Mitchell just came in, which always you have to be on trick play alert. He's at slot receiver.
Empty backfield.
Tyler, I'd almost guarantee that this is a trick play.
Think so?
You try to get them to jump off sides, make sure they're in the defense we want.
It's out to Jackson Hare. And he's got enough for the first down all the way up to the 40. And it's
and maybe it was a trick play, and they got up to the line. Coach Faircloth didn't like the look.
Yeah,
Let's check out of it, save it for later, throw the screen for a first down.
Either way, that is back-to-back first downs for the Wildcats, and you're off to a good start accomplishing what you were wanting to.
Well, and so Caden Mitchell came on for one play.
And then off,
And then off the next play. So we'll revisit that later in the game. But big pickup there.
Got Cam Jefferson in the backfield. Grayson Raines for the beatback. He had his first touchdown last week.
Oh, flea flicker.
Now there is a flag on the play. Down here on the near side.
Kind of a weird spot down here.
It was thrown almost immediately.
It seemed to be.
Matthew Rowland along with Salvador Gomez with the tackle.
I'm going to say, I was going to say holding. I just didn't. He threw it very quickly.
Right.
Very quickly.
So that'll back things up.
I guess if there was a silver lining, it's not like we completed a long, successful flea flicker. It was a sack.
It's a difference
and so
in
now
first
it's
and 20 and what, 2nd and 15, 2nd and 14?
Correct.
Yeah.
And you would always take 1st and 20 over that.
Right. So So now Jackson here, the lone receiver. Oh, no, they'll have Wyatt Watson with him as well.
And offensive penalties are killer. I mean, it really puts you behind the sticks.
Now it is a give to Jefferson.
Because we've talked about, a defensive penalty, obviously you get the yards, but it's a first down, and I've got 100 yards to work with. Offensively, if I get an offensive pass interference, a personal foul, holding, something of that nature, well, our field's not, it's not technically.
Right.
I mean, we've only got 20 yards to work. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's
a good point.
I don't know. I think it's a bigger deal to have an offensive penalty.
It's going to be 2nd and 16. Malachi rolling back in the game. Adams and Watson on this side. Hare and Lewis on the other side. Bray looking for Adams. He's got him.
Now that is a big-time catch.
It is.
Is it going to be enough?
I think it is. It is going to be enough
Huge
for the
first down.
On a 2nd and 16.
And not Brady's most accurate ball, but Chris Adams goes up and makes the, I won't say contested, but he was certainly going into enemy danger there and came down with the ball.
Under 9 minutes in this first quarter. Wildcats are only got a 1st and 10 from the 25. Give to Roland. Good run from Malachi. And that's going to put the Wildcats inside the Bell Concrete red zone.
We're in a really perfect spot to see the exact hole that Malachi was looking at there. He kind of just saw it, bounced it outside, and then got north quickly. Does a great job at that. I thought last year his biggest strength was, he doesn't waste any time getting to full speed exactly where he wants to go. Once he sees it, bam.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 13 as the Wildcats reach the Bell Concrete red zone on their opening drive.
I don't want to jinx anything. This is one of the better first drives of the game that we've had all season.
Another give to Roland. To the outside. Great run from Malachi.
Again, right there. The play's outside. There's nothing inside. Boom. No wasted movement. He does a great job at that.
We'll see. Is that enough? No. 2nd and 1.
A little short, but it does. That that possession started on the 13, so it looks like the 3 is going to be enough for a first down.
Now you could go ahead and Brady Bulls from here, but
Brady Bulls from anywhere.
True.
That's touchdown.
And Brady Driver gets in. His 29th total touchdown this season. He's having a season, man.
I'll tell you, Coach Faircloth not scared to call that play. We're running it.
Oh, yeah. Like you said, you can run that from anywhere. It doesn't have to be in the red zone. With 8:04 left here in the first, the Wildcats drive down and score on the opening drive.
Good snap, good hold, good kick.
And Sulphur Springs takes a 7-0 lead. 8:04 left in the first.
In the water or in the comforts of your home, East Texas Physical Therapy can provide you with an individualized treatment plan to meet all your rehab needs, whether it's physical therapy, occupational therapy, or speech therapy. Our experienced staff understands the importance of personalized care and will work with you to set and reach your goals. In business for over 12 years, we're committed to helping you get back to living life to the fullest. Call us today to get started on your journey to healthier living. Your original hometown clinic, East Texas Physical Therapy. Treatment you need, care you deserve.
8:04 left in the first. Wildcats take a 7-0 lead. While we got a second, I want to give a shout out to our Red Zone sponsor, the Bell Concrete Red Zone. Bell Concrete is your hometown concrete supplier and has been a part of Sulphur Springs for over 70 years. They are a locally owned, family-oriented small business, and they are proud to support the communities that they service. Their plants are located in Sulphur Springs, Greenville, Mount Pleasant, and soon they will open a plant in Blue Ridge. For the best quality and customer service in Northeast Texas, give them a call today at 903-885-3126. Eric Rodriguez going to get to kick for the first time tonight.
Rodriguez set to kick off for Sulphur Springs.
And not what I was expecting there, Ryan. And Paris going to have a great return. Almost up to the 45.
You know, right there, you obviously, it was kind of like the LE week. We've seen the returner, break some long ones. So we're not going to kick it to him. We're going to pooch it. And right there, we kind of just got sucked into that side of the field. Paris makes a good wall. Return man gets behind some good blockers and is able to do something with it.
Yeah, and they'll get to start at the 44.
Yeah, that's pretty great field position.
It is.
Almost literally cut the field in half.
You know, we never gave our final score predictions tonight, I don't think.
I'll go 38-34 Sulphur Springs.
I was going to say 35-28, so again, pretty much on the same page there. Alex McCormick and Laren Vaughn going to bring them down quickly. I guess it's going to be right at a no gain, huh? I really would have thought that was going to be for a loss, but keeping it right at the 44. 7:35 left here in the first. Paris doesn't seem to be in a huge hurry. 20 on the play clock. To give on second down. Great blocking there. And he's going to get that close. It's going to be enough for a first down.
Now, Tyler, this is the same. You know, you and I questioned in the pregame who was going to be the starting quarterback or who was starting quarterback for Paris. It's the same kid from last year, Holmberger, yeah. Coach's kid, who I know primarily was a defensive guy. Before last year, there were some injuries, but this first drive at least, he's the guy.
Yeah, and I will say from what we've seen from him in the past, both very athletic but also a very smart player.
Yes.
You know, goes with being the coach's
kid.
But
usually we're a little more prepared statistically wise, but they don't have any stats out, so it kind of made it tough this week.
Looks like an option run, maybe. Do you think that was, or do you think that was just a?
No, it was. Okay. It was certainly a speed option. Yeah. And if I remember correctly, last year, you know, they don't throw it a lot, but it's not like Maybank or Community where it's a triple option deal. It's a spread. You know, where we run it 80% of the time.
I would say very much in the same vein as some of the college offenses we saw when we were younger.
Yes. You know, like the Dennis Dixons and the Pat Whites, and I mean those guys could throw the rock too, but we're a lot of speed option.
Mm-hmm. Just a 3rd and 1 here, or 3rd and 2 maybe. Coming back this way, and a great read there. Again, both very athletic, but also very smart. Yeah. It's a great read to come back this way. And
great run. You know, Dede Hall, he sniffed it out, but just a little slow on the pursuit to get to Holmberger, and Holmberger is able to move the sticks.
Yeah, and already inside the 25, right at the 24.
It's going to be a high-scoring game, Tom.
It is.
I mean, I really have no doubts that this one, whoever wins, is going to have to get that 28 to 30 point eclipse.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, 6:23 left in the first, and we're close to both teams having already found the end zone.
I think Paris, if I remember correctly, they had a lot of injuries last year when we played them because, I mean, they've got some good-looking kids out there right now.
Again, just wait until he sees something he likes. Throw it to the end zone. Now there is a flag on the play.
You know, I do not agree with that being pass interference. I thought that Chaney played the ball well.
I thought he did as well.
He's probably going to get him on the fact that he didn't turn around to play the ball. They want to see those eyes going for the ball. But as far as contact goes, I didn't see a whole lot.
Yeah, and you know, he's not a player that draws very many penalties at all. That'll bring up another first down for Paris. Is now there in the red zone at the 9.
I do think that the DBs are going to have to step up tonight because it does look like Paris has got some long and athletic receivers. Earlier you saw a kind of a jet sweep to a receiver, so you've got speed on the outside. And so, again, it's going to be an offensive game tonight. There's going to be points in this one.
Absolutely. It's my first one of the night. Play clock down to 5. To give on 1st and goal. And Dede Hall in on the tackle very quickly.
David Dawson on the carry.
26 looks a lot like the running back in week 1 from Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of a big bruiser.
Good call. And, of course, their first bit of goal line, or not goal line, but, you know, first snap inside the 10, and they go to him. Probably going to see a lot of him down here. Keeping it himself, and he's got enough. With 5:38 left in the first, Paris marches right down and evens it up.
Good snap, good hold, and good kick.
And with 5:38 still left in the first, we're all tied up, 7-7.
Fertilizer is your family-owned and operated custom spraying business. We can help you keep your crops healthy and your yields high with our professional spraying services. We will come to your farm, land, business, and apply the exact amount of liquid fertilizer or chemicals you need. Not only spraying, we now offer tillage and seeding. We use the latest technology, the highest quality equipment to make sure your land is getting the best possible care. Being licensed and insured, we take care of the hassle. If you have 1 acre or even 10,000 acres, we have you covered. So don't wait. Contact us today at 214-837-2206 to get started.
5:38 left in the first. We're all tied up, 7-7. Before we see this kick, I want to give a shout out to our friends at BT Medical. Go visit their store where you can find wheelchairs and hospital beds, as well as many other necessary medical equipment. And don't worry, if you can't leave the house, they offer convenient delivery and 24/7 on-call services. Keep your business local with BT Medical, supplying equipment with care. Ryan, we might just have a shootout on our hands. Feels like a game of Madden. We're like, if I can get a stop, I think.
Right. Yeah, there only might be one non-score tonight.
Right. And as we had mentioned earlier, big crowd on the visitor side tonight.
Yes, finally filled in. Harder to see the home side, but it does look like a pretty good crowd. Yeah, Tyler, on the non-scoring note, that kind of goes to, well, somebody's got to win the turnover battle.
Yeah,
and whoever that is in a high-scoring game like this, a lot of times that team's going to win. Interested with the double kicker action.
Yeah, curious to see how that plays out. Jackson Hare returns around the 20. And run. He's up past the 50 to the 40. Jackson Hare still going. Down inside the 5.
Now that is a way to get the boys going. Special teams return down to the 4-yard line.
Incredible return for Jackson Hare up inside the red zone once again before we see them take over. I'm going to tell you, whether it's routine maintenance, pool repairs, or equipment installation, Weary Pools has you covered. They take care of the hard work so you can dive in and have fun. Call them today, because when it comes to your pool, only the best will do. Do you think we go – so they're putting this at the 6?
At the 6,
like.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I was going to say probably one play, Brady's Bulls, touchdown, but maybe not from the 6.
Maybe not from the 6.
Maybe not from the 6. But, yeah, you know, it seemed like Hare had a streak of really good returns last season.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that this year. And so I don't know that he'll get another one tonight, because I wouldn't kick it to him.
I would not
but
either.
that is huge.
And we might have to see our first time out of the night, and I think Patterns going to be delay of game. And it is going to be a delay of game. Looked like there was some miscommunication there on who needed to be out there. I would have.
Man, do you burn the timeout there? I just, because it's first and goal from the 11 now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so.
Oh, you know what? You make a good point. I mean, that's essentially a normal first and goal.
Yes.
It's a 1-yard difference.
Yes, it is.
Also, who am I to question Coach Fairclough?
No question, and I'm not doing that either.
Time.
I'm just. Yeah.
No, if anything, I think you're making a good point that
I'm more so saying that could have been the line of thinking.
Yeah, it probably was, because if that is, if you're starting at the 10 already, you might not want a first and goal from the 15, but I can do a first and goal from what's, usually a first and goal anyway. Brady keeping it himself. And he gets all of that back in a little bit more. It's going to be second and goal from inside the 5.
So basically you traded a down for a timeout.
And that's
what you did there.
Very well could come in handy later in the half.
That's what you did there. Yeah, I mean, if I don't like burning time. I like them at the end of halves.
For sure.
I mean, that's at the end of halves or
in the first,
really big time plays.
In the first half, I don't mind it as much. But like you're saying, you might need that in a critical third down situation or something. So it looks like marking that at the 7. Second and goal from the 7. Cam Jefferson in the backfield. Grayson Reams in the B-back. and he tosses it to Wyatt Watson, who gets in. A little trickery there, Ryan.
So that's actually a passing
It
touchdown.
is,
That's
yeah.
kind of the Andy Reid, Kansas City Chiefs shovel pass. It goes down on the stat sheet as a passing touchdown for Brady. But Wyatt Watson kind of does all the work.
Number 5 on the year for Wyatt Watson.
Big play there. So it took 2 plays instead of 1.
Yeah, and you still have all 3 times.
Yes. Good snap, good hold, and good kick.
With just 5:13 left in this first quarter, Sulphur Springs leads 14-7.
Since 1927, Alliance Bank has been serving customers throughout North Texas. Our community banking roots run deep, and we are here to serve you. Welcome, my name is Keith Shirtliff, and I am the Market President for Hopkins County. Here at Alliance Bank, we offer all of the products and services you would expect from a large, impersonal national bank, but with the personal service you would expect from a community bank. So give us a call, stop by, or reach out through alliancebank.com. We look forward to serving you.
And if you're just now joining us, you've missed a lot of action just halfway through this first quarter. Was PAT no good?
Unfortunately, I misspoke.
Okay.
And we did miss the extra point.
13-7 Sulphur Springs
We're at a
leads.
weird angle, so
Yeah.
I don't know, not our usual
Yeah, if you didn't get to catch us on the
midfield angle.
on the pregame show, we're outside tonight. But it's as close to being in a press box as you could be. We're kind of on the film deck out here, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a vibe.
No, I'm cool with being outside,
Yeah.
and I'm cool with the weather, not having glass in front of us.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You know what else I'm cool with? Not kicking it deep here. I'm good with the pooch kick.
Which is what they're gonna do again.
Much better coverage.
Yep.
There we go.
Able to get to him quickly inside the 30.
After Paris giving up their own 90-yard return, let's not see if they can do it. Let's not see if they can do it themselves.
Agreed. Let's see if we can make them go a little further this time. Before Paris takes over for the second time tonight, I want to tell you about our friends at Gary's Pest Control. They help homeowners and business owners control bug and pest problems all throughout East Texas. They immediately assess and address current pest infestations and help you prevent them from happening again in the future. Give them a call today at 966-588-3279. Paris starting at the 29. 5:05 left in the first. And again, keeping it himself. Great run on first down. It's going to be enough for a first down.
Hohenberger has exceptional vision. When it seems like nothing's there, it's like, okay, well, he did kind of create a spot there.
And very good at like the quick burst of speed. I
Yeah.
mean, he can take off very quickly. So up to the 39. One play, one first down, pretty efficient. And yeah, he is a big back, isn't he?
Quads left or quads right, whatever, is a dangerous game to play because it's like, do we put all of our guys on the quads and leave the backside open, or do we
Right.
even it out? So, but then you leave the screen open on the quad side. Tough one to cover.
It is.
You can't really run an offense out of that a ton, but if you mix it in, it can be effective.
2nd and 4. Going back to the running back there. Wildcats trying to bring him down. Spot that about a yard short, it looks like. 3rd and 1.
Close to midfield. Tackle made by Lauren Bond.
Not even 3rd and inches.
Close to the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Right.
I like the PA announcer.
I do too.
Yeah. Seems like maybe he's been the guy for Paris for a long time. Could be wrong, but he sounds seasoned.
He does. 4 minutes left in the first. He does sound like this is not his first rodeo.
Big play here, but I do believe that it is 4-down territory for Paris.
Yeah, probably. And a great run there on 3rd down. I keep waiting. I mean, we're going to see the pitch on that speed option at some point.
We will. And if they get it off and everything goes, correctly, it's going to be a big play.
It is, yeah.
I mean, it's hard. You just at this level at high school football, running the speed option, doing a lot of that, you're asking for trouble. You're
Yeah,
asking
that's true.
for turnovers. But you're also if you do run it correctly, hard for a high school defense to effectively, shut down the speed option often.
High risk, high reward.
For sure. For sure.
1st and 10 from the 42. Dropping back to pass. Be a quick one. Still on his feet. Austin Cheney going to wrap him up.
Nowhere to go there, Tyler.
That is a huge loss on 1st down.
No matter how fast you are, it's a lot longer to the other side of the field than you think.
True.
I mean, I'm sure he's one of the more athletic guys out there. He was the one with the jet sweep earlier. He's obviously quick, but running to the other side of the field is never really the move you want to make.
Yeah, and that's an even bigger loss than I thought it was going to be.
Well, I mean, not to say they won't convert this, but it's a drive killer.
Yeah.
I mean, losing, what did he lose there? 10?
I think it's more.
No, more than that, because they actually, so he lost quite a bit.
Yeah, we're waiting for the scoreboard to update, but it's a lot. He's able to get most of it back there, though, getting close to the original line of scrimmage. Going to make for about a 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13, something like that. And, I mean, that's about all you can ask for on 2nd down there if you're Paris.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, and a team, you and I talk about this a lot, a team that doesn't, I mean, their bread and butter is not to throw the ball. They can throw the ball, but once you get behind the sticks, 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14 is not where you want to be for a team that doesn't throw the ball that much.
I wouldn't be surprised you don't see another one of those speed options there. See if you can cut it in half.
And then go for it.
It probably would be 4-down territory like you were saying.
Yeah.
That is
Good
what they're going to do.
Good call.
What a great job from from Braxton Wall. My apologies. Braxton Wall, Truth Holmes was right there with him. Braxton Wall, one of the captains tonight.
That was great. That was great coverage because really he played him at a distance of, okay, hey, pitch it, or, well, if you don't pitch it, I still got you.
Right.
And
now you probably are, I would think, going to have to punt.
I would punt from here. You're more than likely not going to convert, and it's also not in a position where I want to give Sulphur Springs the ball.
Yeah, I don't want to give it to you on the 48. Now they do?
If I had to guess, they're going to try to get them jump off sides and then back up.
Well, we see.
Yeah. In college, we called it purple. So it's called purple. We're backing up the punt.
And Ryan, that one falls in the hands of Day Hall. And he is brought down at around the 45. We're seeing a lot of weird things.
I tell you what, Tyler. Day Hall did not wake up this morning and go, you know what? I am going to lead the team in punt return yards.
He may have. He looked prepared as soon as he got that. Wildcats going to take over with a 13-7 lead. Just 49 seconds left in this first quarter. Before they do, I want to tell you about Clayton Homes. Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs is hiring home building team members. Home building team members starting pay is $20 an hour with opportunities to grow. They provide excellent benefits, including pay time off and volunteer time to support causes that you care about. Join their team and build your career with Clayton. If you're interested in applying today, call 903-439-0242. Brady keeping himself on 1st down. And he's got enough for a 1st down.
Great run there. That was awesome, Tyler. And you want to, and don't lose sight of the fact that was a humongous, field position changer. That went from, net 50 yards or so. It's going to be down here the 10 or 15.
That is
now all
true.
of a sudden we're at the 40, and so that's a big play.
It's a very good point. Now, the Wildcats do not have to run another play. There's 22 seconds on both the play clock and the game clock. Play clock's a tiny bit ahead of it.
I'll go ahead and guarantee that Day Hall never records another punt return. I'm just going to say it.
Pass out to Wyatt Watson is incomplete. That's probably a fairly safe bet.
I think that's a decent bet.
Yeah.
I think it's a decent bet. And strike me down if I'm wrong, but I feel pretty good about it.
I will say he made the most of the opportunity he was given.
Those big boys get the ball, and this is their moment. There's no going down. I'm trying to take this thing
as
to
a
the
viewer,
grip.
You might be like, get down,
yeah,
get down.
No. I'm never going to get the ball again.
You know how long I've waited for the ball? 2nd and 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Brady dropping back. Going to run himself. It's a good run. And he is up inside the Bell Concrete red zone. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Sulphur Springs leads 13-7.
Jake's, your home for delicious food and the best sports entertainment. We have something for everyone, from live bands on Saturdays, kids eat free Tuesdays, wing Wednesdays, and happy hour all day on Thursdays. Come for lunch, dinner, or late night snacks. Our freshly cooked meals will make you feel right at home. Whether you're looking for a hearty burger, some tasty wings, or just a cold drink, we've got it all. With a lively atmosphere, friendly service, and great prices, Muddy Jake's is the perfect place to watch the Sulphur Springs Wildcat game every Friday night. Muddy Jake's, where the food is always hot and the fun never stops.
Almost ready to get this second quarter started. Before we do, I want to give a shout out to our friends at Sabo Provisions. They go above and beyond to create an extraordinary shopping experience for their valued customer. Their store is not your ordinary men's boutique. It's a paradise for the modern gentleman seeking style, relaxation, and enjoyment all in one place. Go check them out on the square. Going to be 1st and 10 from the 16 to start the second quarter. Gotta like what you saw from that first frame.
Well, we talked about getting the stop because it seems that the offenses are moving the ball well, and we're going into this is our third offensive possession. We're in a position to score our third offensive possession points.
Yeah.
And I'm no math magician, but if you keep that pace up, you're going to win this one.
Yeah.
And so very, very efficient. It's the best first quarter we've played all season, I would say.
100%. No argument there.
Offensively, for certain.
No argument
and defensively,
there.
I'm not just super worried about giving up 7 points. Paris looked good on their possession, but we also bounced back and got them to punt, and it turned into a big punt return. And so definitely won the first quarter.
Yeah, chance to make it a 2-score game here. 1st and 10 from the 16 to start the second quarter.
Caden Mitchell up top, off the ball. Yep,
and there it is, Ryan.
I knew it was coming. Grayson
Out
Reams.
to Grayson Reams. Unfortunately, not able to bring that one in.
Paris sniffed it out pretty good. Even if Grayson were to catch that ball, I wasn't going far. But yeah, you could, you got the backup quarterback coming in onto the field. Doesn't play a ton of receiver, plays some receiver, but he's off the ball, puts him in the position to maybe do something with him. But that's okay.
Yeah, that was a good call on your part. You said we'd see that again later.
I hope we see a Brady reception sometime
I
this
would
year.
also like to see that.
Got to figure out how to get him a catch.
Malachi rolling back in there. It's going to be a give to Malachi. Paris sniffs that out pretty quickly, so it's going to be about 3rd and 8.
Great first and second down stops by Paris. What would you say, 3rd and 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would think you're definitely in field goal range at this
Oh, yeah,
point.
no, you are. I think if you can get inside the 10.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I'm aggressive in high school football.
Yeah,
in college football, I'm aggressive.
Unless it's like 4th and long, there's really.
Well, there are no kicks that are sure things.
Right.
I'm just saying. I mean, there's not.
No,
and
I agree. Brady dropping back. Look for Adams. Ball is incomplete, so that will bring up a 4th and 8, and we will see what they decide to do. Great pass break up there.
Yeah, he certainly brought the wood on that one.
He did.
That's a big hit.
11-11 left here in the first half. Now it looks like the offense staying out there. And there goes Eric Rodriguez. So we will
I'm
see
good
a
with
field
the
goal
kick
attempt.
here.
Yeah,
I needed it to get inside the 10 where I felt comfortable about it. And, you actually brought this up maybe last week, maybe a couple weeks ago. We need to kick some field goals because one day we're going to have to kick a field goal. And I feel like we just hadn't kicked a ton this year. You know what I mean?
So this one going to be 32-yard attempt.
I think it's good.
And
yeah,
it's good
great
from
kick.
32, so that'll make it 16-7. Sulphur Springs with 11:05 left in the half.
J. Hodge Chevrolet, we have the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. We are proud to offer an extensive selection of new and used vehicles. Our knowledgeable sales staff is ready to help you find the car of your dreams. We also provide a top-notch service experience with our state-of-the-art service center and our award-winning team of certified technicians. We're such big supporters of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats that we are even located on Wildcat Way. Find new roads to J. Hodge Chevrolet. Give us a call at 903-307-2077. Don't overpay. Go CJ.
11:05 left here in the first half. Sulphur Springs extends their lead to 16-7 with a field goal. Before we see the kick here, I want to tell you about our friends at Triple Crown Roofing. They are your local roofing experts, from repairs to complete roofing systems. With competitive prices and free consultation, they are the easy choice when it comes to roofing. Contact Triple Crown Roofing today at 903-689-0800. Triple Crown Roofing. Roofing done right. So the field goal again makes it a 2-possession game. And I like it, getting the Eric's done a great job on the kickoffs this season, of course, and the PATs. Getting him some 3-point attempts.
Rodriguez set to kick off the Sulphur Springs.
Oh, that's a short one.
It is.
Oh, Tyler. Yes!
And Sulphur Springs recovers at the 35.
Tyler, you want to talk about something that'll get Ryan Humphries chili hot, all right? I've been known in my day to recover one or two of those. And once that ball starts fluttering and it gets any part of that earth, the kickoff team's got to go get that thing.
Incredible job.
I mean, that is a big play right there. Special teams turnover. You're in enemy territory just like that after points. Humongous play.
Yeah, and I think you probably feel just a tiny bit disappointed that you didn't get a 7 down here. Now you have a chance to go.
Now you've got a chance to turn that into 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even more than that, it's demoralizing for the other team because they're thinking, okay, we held them to 3. Great job on our part.
Yeah, what was such a great start for both teams now is quickly from the punt
it's dramatically shifted into Sulphur Springs' favor, and that's special teams, Tyler.
Yeah.
I mean, that does that mentally for a football team.
Brady keeping himself on first down. Big run.
It was a great fake by Cam Jefferson.
It was.
I was very convinced that he had the ball.
He sold it, and I think it's going to be enough for a first down.
Tyler, a couple of score updates for you. I tried to get them in right after that kick, but a lot of excitement. We've got a big state game in Cooper versus Honey Grove.
Yeah, how's that one going?
Very high state-ranked teams right there. Cooper's up 20-7. Kaufman is up 13-6 over Maybank, and Anna has jumped out to a 21-0 lead over Community.
You know, Kaufman and Maybank becomes a pretty big one. I would think
that's for a playoff spot.
It probably is. Yeah.
Yep. Because I think that you're going to get your Anna, your Sulphur Springs, and your Paris, and then one more of those teams is going to find themselves in the playoffs.
Brady again keeping himself. He's going to get inside the 20. Going to bring up second and short. Yeah, whoever wins that one has a very good chance of.
And Brady's already got quite a few rushing yards, and we said that in the pregame. I'm not saying when I said balance, I'm not saying we have to do both tonight. I'm saying take what the defense gives you, and if that means Brady throws for 100 yards tonight and he runs for 150, that's great. If that's what the defense is giving us, we've got to take it.
I couldn't agree more. Second and 3 from the 19. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left in the half. And I love the way they're doing it with a very spread out offense. Brady rolling out. He's got Adams inside the 10. Close to the 5. Big night from Adams so far, getting a lot of looks. And again, inside the Bell Concrete red zone. Yeah, this is maybe the most we've seen Adams be used. To start a game, anyway.
I would agree.
Now, there was a game earlier in the year where he was used a good bit, had a touchdown, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6. Watson and Lewis, the 2 receivers out there. Brady keeping himself.
Oh, man.
Just short.
I thought that was getting
I did too. Now just 1 yard away from making this what, a 3-score game? 2-score? 3. I'm bad at math, but yeah. Second and goal from the 1. 9:03 left in the first half.
Actually, just 2. He scored 2 touchdowns, go for 2 on both. Get it, 16, I think.
Good call.
Up and over, and Brady stumbles in for the touchdown.
I believe that is his 30th touchdown on the season.
He's got to lead the country in less than 5-yard rushing touchdowns.
You would think. He's got a ton of them.
So, barring the extra point. Going to get 23-7. Puts the Cats up by the Sulphur Springs Cats up by 16.
So still 2 scores, yeah.
There we go.
And it's good. 8:50 left in the first half. Sulphur Springs leads 23-7.
Your organization's network and IT problems can come out of nowhere. Essential Business Solutions can solve your IT needs. Let Essential Business Solutions do the IT work for you. Managed IT services, disaster recovery and backup solutions, new hardware, and other IT services as needed. Set up a consultation today.
Passing the competition by leaps and bounds. The team of world-class orthopedics and sports medicine specialists at Christus Mother Frances Hospital, Sulphur Springs, are experts at caring for bones, joints, and muscles. In addition to treatment, they also provide special programs designed to keep you in optimal shape and improve athletic performance. So whether you're a student athlete or weekend warrior, they'll keep you at the top of your game. Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, taking orthopedic care a step further.
8:50 left in the first half. Sulphur Springs up 23-7. Again, it was just a few minutes ago. Sulphur Springs went for kind of that pooch kick you were talking about and was able to recover it. Just found it in no man's land. Paris seems a little bit more prepared for that this time.
Yeah, you've got the return guy, the primary return guy. He's bumped way up. I'd do it again if I was Sulphur Springs.
Yeah.
Get it floating up there. Make them catch it.
Returned at the 31.
Big hit.
Big hit. Gets it up to about the 38 before Paris takes back over. I know for a lot of y'all probably starting to get hungry. Now would be the perfect time to call our friends at Chick-fil-A. Serving quality food has always been the top priority at Chick-fil-A in Sulphur Springs. Whether you're dining in or picking up to go, they guarantee that signature Chick-fil-A customer service. And don't forget they have catering and delivery available for all your Wildcat watch parties. Watch Sulphur Springs Wildcats and have Chick-fil-A without even having to leave your couch. 8:43 left in the first half. I will say I have liked watching Paris's offense. Going to be a quick pass on first down.
I love watching the quarterback play. I mean, I think he's, and this is high praise, but it's very Tim Tebow-ish.
Very,
you know, not a great passer, but a good enough passer. Not overly fast, but fast enough. Not just a big guy, super strong, but strong enough. And that's very Tebow-esque in
smart,
college.
Very heads-up player.
Yep,
Great,
I would agree.
Great reading ability.
I would agree. Don't you love comparing high school kids to, I think we called Cam Jefferson Derrick Henry a couple times.
We've already mentioned like Dennis Dixon earlier.
Yeah.
Zach Thomas.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Zach Thomas.
And it
I
looks
love
like
watching Zach Thomas
Giovanni
play.
Solis in on that one as well. Solis has been having a very good season. Leads the team in tackles for a loss.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I guess you could say that real G's move in silence like lasagna. I mean, that's not really a huge name in the stat sheet, but you just told me that he's leading the team for tackles and loss, and that surprises me. But he's having a great year.
Real G's move in silence like lasagna.
Yeah, I try.
3rd and 8 from the 41. 7:30 left in this first half. Love it. Pre-snap motion, dropping back. He's going to keep it himself. Laren Vaughn trying to catch up to him. A little help from Braxton Wall, but there's going to be a flag.
Oh, man, I disagree with that one completely.
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't have a great view. I mean, I'm obviously to the side. He could have been 4 yards over the white, but, man, that seemed –
yeah, I agree.
Man, that seemed really close to the field of play.
Yeah, and again, like you're saying, we can't really.
Yeah, I don't know if he's 3 yards back, but it seemed like it was very bang bang.
Oh, going with a face mask. Was it? Gotcha.
Face mask. Okay, that's a much better call. Didn't see that either, but that very well could have happened. I did not like the late hit call if that was that.
Man, that is tough because what would have been 4th down.
Oh
now
yeah, no, that's
first
huge.
Down at 39.
That's huge.
Paris going to try to take advantage of it. 7:15 left in the half. You mentioned it's going to take 30 or more to we're a touchdown away from 30.
Oh, I think we're going to score 30.
Yeah.
We got to hold Paris off. All right, now that was
weird.
That was interesting. I didn't know if it was going to be like a delayed pop pass or nope, just
delayed.
Very patient.
Very patient.
Delayed.
So it brings up 2nd and 10.
Not a QB draw, QB delay.
2nd and 10 from the 39. And we're going to get our first timeout of the night.
COVID, so we both were sick in November. And after we tested negative for COVID, I still didn't feel well. And I had issues in my lungs. And I thought, there is just something wrong with me. I had 10% blood flow. And then I had to have a defibrillator pacemaker. I was just so shocked because I'd never been sick in my life. So I went to Amatus Healthcare. And so I started having nurses once a week. So they explained to me about my medications. I didn't even really understand my medications. And they're wonderful. And when you've never had a healthcare issue or when you're getting older and you start having to take medications, doctors are wonderful, but they don't explain everything to you. And God is good because I am now from 10% blood flow to 60%. My life now is wonderful. I'm back to normal. I love to work in my yard. I've done all my flower beds. We've been at the club now for 5 years, and if the sun doesn't kill it, I can grow it. And I have so much fun in my yard. I've got my dog, my family, my husband, my kids. And
6:46 left in the half, 2nd and 10 from the 39. Nathan Andrews there quickly. Braxton Wall as well. Truth Holmes as well.
Hadn't said Nathan Andrews' name yet tonight, but you knew it was coming, and that is a big stop. I keep thinking we're going to, they get in these trip sets, and Sulphur Springs is really giving them a lot of room. I keep thinking we're going to test a screen out here and see if Sulphur Springs is going to be able to tackle an open space. That's what I'm trying.
Not to sound like a broken record throughout the course of the season, but it seems like we continue to see this. The Sulphur Springs defense really kind of buckles down in this specific area.
Oh yeah, maybe a penalty, maybe a big play, but once they get across that 50, Sulphur Springs really does a great job.
It's a quick pass. Ty Bobby read it quickly. Not able to get there though. Braxton Wall does bring him down, and there is a flag on the play.
That's got to be on Paris.
You would think. Looking
where Nathan Andrews is, but Tyler, we got to stop reversing field right there. I mean, you're better off making the catch, getting your 4, and it being 4th down. And now it's, I don't know, that's just not going to convert.
Agreed. And as we're maybe seeing right now, it very much sets up the possibility for that kind of penalty.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to change direction of the field, you're going to get an illegal blindside block.
So much so that when you're watching a game on TV,
you
know the announcer's going to say
that. Here's the flag. Yeah, here's the flag.
So that brings up.
That really is a good rule that they added that. I mean, you seriously, you see videos of kind of older football, early 2000s,
what's
whatever.
weird is some people fantasize for those days back. It's I don't know, man. We're doing
man, we are really destroying people's brains.
I don't know if we need to be doing that.
Yeah, that seems really, really unsafe.
3rd, but the scoreboard is saying 26.
Oh, there's no way.
It looks like 3rd and 6.
Yeah, if that's 26, I'm 6'4".
It's a good one.
I'm sorry, but it is longer than 26.
It's a long way. From the 42, 3rd, and a very.
Now, I don't know about Paris throwing out the touchdown footballs, 3rd and 26.
That is a choice. Deep pass. But it sounds like it was blown dead. I think it was a timeout. Sulphur Springs maybe is what they're calling. We'll wait and see before we send it anywhere.
Faircloth seems to be asking about something.
Now I'm asking about what he was asking.
Right. Yeah, I certainly heard the whistle, but unsure. Did we call it? Did they call it? Faircloth seems to be upset. I don't know. Maybe they thought he signaled for timeout. He says no. I didn't call timeout. Or I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Only one timeout used so far tonight, unless they call one here. Gotcha.
Okay.
Coach Fairclough wanted the fourth down
he wanted
rather
to
than
decline the penalty. They almost assumed that he would take it. Didn't talk to him. He's going to take the fourth down.
Much like the rest
and I like
assumed
that call.
Mike McCarthy wanted a timeout.
Right. I like that call because they're not.
Yeah.
You're not going to go for it here. Now the chances of them converting third and whatever very low. However, that's one more play for Sulphur Springs to get a personal foul and it'd be automatic first down.
Exactly.
And so you just take that out of question.
So instead of third and forever, it's going to be 4th and 11.
Yep.
Like you're saying, from the 40, about half the punt, which they will. And it's blocked again. And Paris going to down it at the 45. 2 punts, 2 blocked punts. There's still 5:40 left in this first half. Sulphur Springs going to take over from the 45. Before they do, I want to tell you about our friend Katie Adair with Janet Martin Realty. When you work with Katie, you get more than just a realtor. You get a trusted partner who is active in the community and cares about you and your family's future. So if you're looking for a realtor who is passionate about finding you and your family the perfect home, be sure to call her at 903-243-2304. I also want to give a shout out to our friends at D&B Loans. They make the loan process easy. Their competitive rates and quick application process make them one of the largest in the industry. With over 30 years in the business, their team of loan experts will work with you to find the loan that fits your needs. Go visit their showroom or give them a call. D&B Loans is your local loan specialist. When you need cash, trust a hometown business.
Tyler, a lot of times you'll see on punt blocks, the guys up front, they miss an assignment, or the guy on the walls, they miss an assignment. Let's see what this play, deep
Brady
ball.
looking deep. Skylar Lewis trying to get there, not able to, and it is a pick. Paris brings that one back to about the 27.
I won't even go back to what I was talking about. Brady, he wants the deep ball there to Skylar. We want to get Skylar the ball. He hadn't had a touch tonight, and obviously that's our guy. But, big play by Paris there. Great interception, great momentum shifter where everything seemed to have been going wrong for Paris. You finally get something to bounce your way. And that's a big play. That's a good play.
Now, I'm curious. I wish I would have given you more time to explain the punt thing. While we have a second, can you kind of explain it? Because we have seen 2 punts and both of them blocked.
The way I'm seeing it, it's on the punter. We've got to get some height on that ball. It can't.
Well, do you also think it's a matter of you're much closer than the usual punt?
No question. Your distance to the line of scrimmage is so much less, but it can't. It can't hit a defensive lineman at the line of scrimmage in the face.
Right.
That can't happen on a punt. We got to get some height on that thing.
1st and 10 from the 28, 5 minutes, 25 seconds left in this half. And a number of Wildcats going to bring him out of bounds for a gain of about 2.
You can start to hear the rumblings in the Paris crowd. We got to get the ball out if we're Hohenberger. And I'm not saying anybody's open, but there is a lot of, rolling out and holding it. And you almost, just throw it away. I know he got a little bit of yards there, but at some point he's taken too much of a beating.
It's funny how much from a scoring perspective this game has slowed down. I believe it was,
Oh, it was, there were 21 points, or I guess 20 points scored almost instantly.
Quick pass is complete. Good job by Austin Chaney to bring him down just short of the first down marker. If he gets past Austin there, he might be taken off. So great job from Chaney to wrap him up. 3rd and 1 from the 32. Or no, sorry, the 37. The give. Solis and Hall bring him down, but enough for the first. Now Truth Holmes going to check back in for Solis. That moves the chains. It's going to bring it up to the 40, but time is going pretty quick. Just 4:20 left in this first half. If I'm Paris, it's like you're always saying, my objective is to keep the ball out of your hands for the rest of this half.
No question. And we start the second half with the ball.
True. And again, no one there, just going to throw it away. That's a great call. I kind of kept waiting for it to
yeah,
happen.
and I'm glad that he did throw it away there, for Paris' sake. But I don't know. There's just a lot of waiting, a lot of holding. Which in some cases, it's hard for the defenders to cover that long. But with Sulphur Springs' front seven pursuit, there's just not going to be any open lanes for the quarterback to throw in a good spot.
Right. Yeah, so that does bring up 2nd and 10. Now, at least he did have the awareness to just go ahead and throw it away, but a little pre-snap in motion. Dropping back, looking to pass. Same thing. He's going to have to go back the opposite direction now. He does have some room, though, and it's enough for the first down.
So Tyler, interestingly enough there.
Is it not a holding, huh?
Well, I saw that. I also saw an illegal blindside block, but because of our guy actually put the Paris player on his back.
Gotcha.
And so they're not going to call that, but you still can't turn back and go hit anybody, whether he knocks you down or not. And so that's what I saw. But, man, that's a huge conversion for Paris right there.
Yeah, that gets you all the way up to the 48, 1st and 10. Still 3:51 left in this half.
Tyler Cooper and Honey Grove are in a battle, 28-15.
28-15.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Honey Grove had only given up 3 points all season.
Yeah, they finally allowed someone to score on them, and it wasn't even a touchdown. The toss on first down.
Kaufman's up 20-6 over Maybank, and Anna has jumped up to a modest 37-0 lead over Community.
Anna's going to be
they're going to be tough.
They're going to be tough.
But number 2 on Hump's keys to victory doesn't matter.
Doesn't
matter. We're worried about Paris.
Yeah, we're not even worried about Kaufman next week. We're worried about this right here. 2nd and 4. Oh, sorry. Braxton Wall trying to get him.
Great pursuit by Braxton Wall there.
Yep. Third and 12. And Sulphur Springs still has all 3 timeouts, so they'll have.
Oh yeah, I think if you get a stop here, I'm burning one.
Yeah. Rolling out. He does get the pass off this time. Grayson Hardy brings him down.
So 4th and about
4.
Yeah, probably
5,
4.
I mean, I figure at this point.
Yeah, I guess your worry is that they're going to go for it on 4th here.
I think I would.
But I think Sulphur Springs certainly has enough time to go get some points out of this. And with us not getting the ball to start the second half, I mean, I'd love an extra 3.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now,
I mean, if I don't know. I don't know that I'd actually go for this.
I think I would.
Okay, they are going to go for it.
It's a handoff, and it's going to be enough for the first down. Yeah, I just think at this point, and like you're saying, Paris does get the ball to start that second half, but I think I can't let this one, I don't know. Big risk either way. But
obviously, hindsight's 20/20, so they got it, so great call. But it's even more important to go and score because it's a 2-possession game. You go score, you go get 7 here, go get 3 here, whatever it may be. You start with the ball in the second half. You go score that possession, and now we're cooking. And so I think it was important to get that.
I think it's going to be a false start probably. Y'all don't go anywhere. We've got a great halftime show brought to you by A&S. Going to make sure you get to see the Wildcat band and the Blue Blazes.
Tyler actually got a text about, I think there was a kid that yelled, "We're going to dominate the Sulphur Springs Wildcats."
Oh, really?
Which I thought was pretty funny.
That is funny.
But just a reminder, we are outside.
Yes.
And so, we can't really control what the crazy Paris Wildcat fans are saying.
Deep pass. Good job to break it up there by Ty Bobby. And Truth Holmes did a great job of putting pressure on the quarterback. Probably going to go down as a hurry. Say it once a week, but Truth Holmes just had an incredible
what a great name. Great football name.
So there's 1:08 left in the half, second and 15.
Great coverage by Ty Bobby right there.
Yeah. Ron, I want to applaud us on our ability to bounce back from that. I still want to cry a little bit about the Rangers, but,
I didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk
Doing
about
our
it.
best
I
out
can't
here.
handle 2 heartbreaks tonight, so I need the Sulphur Springs Wildcats to come through.
Play action on second and 15, another deep pass. That one's complete. Now there is a flag in the backfield. What would have been a 36-yard touchdown. We're going to have to see.
It's going to be rough in the passer.
So we'll still be a touchdown.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And, that's why you go for it on fourth. And it was a big risk.
That's a huge play, Tyler.
It's huge,
huge
yeah.
play. Now, gosh, and it's even bigger because they haven't thrown with success all night.
Yeah.
And you get a big completion there. Paris receiver's able to have some yak after it and is able to fall into the end zone. But so now you've got 1 minute.
Still, you'll have all 3 timeouts. Oh, just 2 timeouts. I really thought oh, no, I'm reading it wrong. Sorry. Yeah. You'll have all 3 timeouts.
They're Wildcats and Wildcats. But, yes,
Yeah.
you're going to have 3 timeouts. I think with a minute, I think you at least entertain the thought
I think so as
of
well.
trying to move the ball.
We've seen how quickly this offense can move the ball. Either way, there will be 1 minute left in this half. Sulphur Springs now leads 23-14.
Welcome to our family-owned hardware store since 1994. Here at Hooten's Hardware, we offer a wide variety of tools, materials, and supplies for all your home, business, and outdoor projects and repairs. With over 40,000 square foot of materials in stock, we're sure to have everything you need for any job. We only carry the highest quality products because your satisfaction is our top priority. Our staff is knowledgeable and experienced and happy to assist you in finding the right materials for your next project. So stop in and experience the Hooten's Hardware difference today. And remember, we're more than just nuts and bolts.
1 minute left here in this first half. The touchdown from Paris cuts it to a 9-point game. Sulphur Springs leads 23-14. While we're waiting for this kick, I want to tell you about our friends at Clayton Homes. Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs is dedicated to helping you find the perfect manufactured or modular home for your family. Whether you're still researching or ready to find your dream home today, their team is committed to answering any questions you may have. Visit ClaytonandSulphurSprings.com or give them a call at 903-438-0820 to see how they can make your family's dreams come true. On the road, Corey, Abby, one of y'all, on the road, our band plays first. Yes, okay, so as soon as this halftime starts, y'all don't go anywhere. Going to make sure y'all get to see the band in the Blue Blazes, and then me and Ryan will be with you for the remainder of this game. Now, because of that penalty, they're going to get to kick from the 45.
Well, there is no way I am kicking it.
Yeah, I think at this point probably just take a touchback, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they can get it there or not, but I'm not letting it get to Jackson Hare or Skylar Lewis or none of those guys are touching it, in my opinion.
You're running out of good options.
Right, I guess there's a lot of, not many people out there, but.
Yeah, and that one.
Yeah, that's the right move.
Going to get to the end zone. So before Sulphur Springs takes over again, they'll have all 3 timeouts and a minute to try to go put more points on the board. But I want to tell you about Josh Boatman. He is your local and trusted insurance agent. With a family of his own, he understands the importance of protecting the ones who matter the most. He also understands that no 2 families need the same coverage, and that's why he'll make sure to customize plans to fit your specific needs. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, Josh has you covered. Give him a call today.
I really do think with 3 timeouts, I think you at least, first and second down, let's see what we can get. Don't try anything crazy on third.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Again, we've seen.
What you can't have happen is, incompletion.
Yeah.
And then punt the ball back to Paris and
That
give them 45 seconds. Can't do that.
That is true. To give to Malachi on first down. Did a good job of breaking the first tackle and gets a gain of about 4.
Enough yards to, maybe try something on second. Does seem that we're going to play it conservative here.
Yeah, just 39 on the clock, and the play clock's about 10 seconds ahead of it. So you will have to run one more play, but you can get away with doing just that, and it looks like that's what they're going to choose to do.
So I think now we are just going to take a knee.
Looks like it.
Take this thing into the locker room. Great first half.
It was.
Obviously, 23 points. We said first one to 30, and I feel confident that we are going to get to 30. But nonetheless, good first half. Looking for a better second half.
Yeah, that'll do it for the first half. Sulphur Springs leads 23-14. Don't go anywhere. We have a great halftime show brought to you by A&S Air Conditioning. Are you having problems finding comfort in your own space? Let A&S find a perfect solution for your heating and cooling needs. They've been providing affordable heating and AC repair for over 31 years. Give them a call today at 903-885-8072. Y'all don't go anywhere. Y'all enjoy the halftime show, and Ryan and I will be back for the rest of this game.
Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated hometown air conditioning business. We have been serving the heating and cooling needs of Hopkins and surrounding counties for over 31 years. We work hard to provide award-winning customer service on every call, and our friendly service techs are available 24 hours a day. We offer the industry's highest-rated products, servicing all brands. Whether it's new or existing, residential or commercial, A&S Air Conditioning is here to serve you. Call us today at 903-885-8072 and let us help make your home or business comfortable and more efficient.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Sulphur Springs High School proudly presents the award-winning Blue Blazes as they strike up the band. For this year are Jocelyn Arenas, Peyton Ball, Gracie Johnson, Sarah Boss, Macy Williams, Lily Bexton, and Valeria Nero. Officers to the 23-24 line are Junior Lieutenants Trinity Martin, Savannah McCollum, Senior Lieutenant Lily Glenn, Co-Captain Carter Charlton, and Captain Jackie Monroy. The Blazes want to send a special shout out to their Blaze of the Week, Brooke C. Graves, and their Spirit Girl of the Week, Macy Williams. They'd also like to highlight their Staff of the Week, the entire admin team at SSHS. Thank you for guiding us and supporting us each step of the way. We feel blessed with the best. The Blazers are under the direction of Meredith Dial and Assistant Director Shaylee Caldwell. Now, join the Blazers as they do Rockin' Palm Routine 2 Holiday.
This is a different one.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come. Man, oh man, that Wildcat band. The band is being led onto the field by drum majors Lauren Menard, Jeremy Resendez, Catherine Starzik, and Brody Emmerts. The Wildcat Band would like to recognize this week's section of the week, the flutes. And this week's band members of the week are Sarah Ferguson and Cameron Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, the UIL state finalists, Sulphur Springs High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sulphur Springs High School Wildcat Band. Good luck to the Paris and Sulphur Springs Band tomorrow as they travel to Lindale for UIL area competition. Prelim performance time is 3 o'clock. Let's go, Wildcat Band!
COVID, so we both were sick in November. And after we tested negative for COVID, I still didn't feel well, and I had issues in my lungs, and I thought, there is just something wrong with me. I had 10% blood flow, and then I had to have a defibrillator pacemaker. I was just so shocked because I'd never been sick in my life. So I went to Amatus Healthcare, and so I started having nurses once a week. So they explained to me about my medications. I didn't even really understand my medications. And they're wonderful. And when you've never had a healthcare issue, or when you're getting older and you start having to take medications, doctors are wonderful, but they don't explain everything to you. And God is good, because I am now from 10% blood flow to 60%. My life now is wonderful. I'm back to normal. I love to work in my yard. I've done all my flower beds. We've been at the club now for 5 years, and if the sun doesn't kill it, I can grow it. And I have so much fun in my yard. I've got my dog, my family, my husband, my kids, and my life really is back to where it was before. Anyone I would recommend them to, I promise. You know I don't recommend unless I really mean it.
Hi, I'm Erin Neal, the principal agent and owner of Hamby Insurance. I am passionate about serving the local community and the surrounding areas. My goal is to take the hassle out of buying insurance. I want to educate you on what you're buying and help you make an informed decision. Whether it's personal or commercial insurance, my team and I will be here every step of the way to make sure you are getting the satisfaction you need and the coverage you deserve. My promise to you is that we will never hard sell you insurance, use slick sales techniques, or pressure you into making a decision that you're not comfortable with. Call us today at 972-285-0381 to find the best coverage to fit your need. My commitment is to give you unparalleled service, and remember, Hamby helps.
Whether you're looking to shop for the right set of Michelin tires for whatever you drive, brakes, or are interested in customizing your ride with a suspension lift kit, you can rely on Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs for accurate, knowledgeable, and friendly automotive and tire services. Since 1994, we have built a solid base of customers and established the reputation of being an automotive repair facility with service you can count on. We believe in personal customer service. We consider it an honor to serve you and our community. For reliable tire and auto repair, look no further than your local Discount Wheel and Tire.
I'm Josh Boatman, your local and trusted insurance agent. With a family of my own, I understand the importance of protecting the ones that matter the most. I understand that no two families need the same covers. That's why I will make sure to customize plans to fit your specific needs, from auto, home, farm and ranch, commercial, and especially life insurance. Don't just take it from me, but from one of my clients who has stated, it has been the easiest insurance buying experience I've ever had. Life insurance is one of the most important coverages that you have to protect your family. If you can protect your home and auto, why not yourself for your family?
Are you ready to make your dream of owning a new home a reality? Look no further than Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs. A little over an acre of land, complete with rock driveway and a spacious two-car garage on a solid concrete slab. Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs is offering you the chance to buy this incredible lot and pick out the perfect home. Visit Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs today and let us help you turn this beautiful lot into your very own sanctuary. Come see me and my team at Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs and experience the difference.
At D&B Loans, we make the loan process easy. Our competitive rates and quick application process make us one of the largest in the industry. With over 30 years in the business, our team of loan experts will work with you to find the loan that fits your needs. We also offer the best furniture and appliances around, with great financing and free local delivery. With low-rate loans and high-quality furniture, we offer a wide selection of styles and designs, plus TVs, mattresses, and much more. Just visit our showroom or give us a call. D&B Loan is your local loan specialist. When you need cash, trust a hometown business.
Hi, I'm Katie Adair with Janet Martin Realty. I'm also the proud mother of 2 boys and an officer in Mother's Culture Club. I understand the importance of a safe and supportive community for your family. That's why I'm passionate about helping people find their perfect home. When you work with me, you get more than just a realtor. You get a trusted partner who is active in the community and cares about you and your family's future. So if you're looking for a realtor who is passionate about helping you find the perfect home, make sure to give me a call. I look forward to helping you.
Serving quality food has always been a top priority. Because chicken is at the center of our menu, we serve only real breast meat without fillers, artificial preservatives, or steroids. In our kitchens, we focus on high-quality, freshly prepared ingredients to serve our customers the best we have to offer. Whether you're eating in or grabbing to go, we guarantee that signature Chick-fil-A service every time. Because it is our pleasure to give you the best experience possible. Call us today or order catering online for a Wildcat football watch party from your Sulphur Springs Chick-fil-A.
Our experienced, dedicated team are your local roofing experts from repairs to complete roofing systems. With competitive prices and free consultation, Triple Crown is the choice when it comes to roofing. Triple Crown Roofing offers the highest quality craftsmanship and customer care, specializing in all commercial and residential roofing systems. We believe in personalized service and are with you every step of the roofing process. Contact Triple Crown Roofing today. Triple Crown Roofing, roofing done right.
Welcome to Sable Provisions, where we go above and beyond to create an extraordinary shopping experience for our valued customers. Our store is not your ordinary men's boutique. It's a paradise for the modern gentleman seeking style, relaxation, and enjoyment all in one place. Step inside and discover a carefully curated selection of Texas-made products and unique vintage attire that exudes charm and character. Kick back and relax in our exclusive men's lounge and take advantage of our top-notch grooming services. Our team aims to create a perfect spot for camaraderie and relaxation. So, whether you're looking to elevate your wardrobe or want to indulge in a little pampering, Sabo Provisions is the place to be.
Sulphur Springs is hiring home building team members. Join an energetic, collaborative team and play a part in opening doors to a better life for families across the country. Home building team members, starting pay is $20 an hour with opportunities to grow. We provide excellent benefits, including paid time off and volunteer time to support causes that you care about. Join our team and build your career with Clayton. Interested in becoming a part of the Clayton Sulphur Springs family? Call 903-439-0242 and apply today.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking around with us. Sulphur Springs leads 23-14, about 5 minutes before we return for the second half. Before we do, I want to give a big shout out to our friends at Discount Wheel & Tire. Discount Wheel & Tire of Sulphur Springs offers a full line of Michelin tires. When you're looking for the right tire, the choice is easy. Michelin packs more science into their tires to bring together safety, durability, fuel efficiency, and performance without trade-offs. Match the right tire with the right service today. Discount Wheel & Tire, proudly serving our Wildcats for over 25 years. Also want to give a big shout out to our friend Erin Neal. She's the principal agent and owner of Hanby Insurance in Rockwall. Erin began her career back in 1999 and was born and raised in the Dallas area. If you're in the Rockwall or Dallas area, give her a call at 972-285-0381 to see how she can help you today. Again, Sulphur Springs leads 23-14. Paris will have the ball to open the second half. It was a very action-packed first half. Brady Driver with 3 rushing touchdowns already. And we've seen not 1 but 2 special teams turnovers. It's just 4:20 before this second half gets underway. Again, while we got a second, about to discuss everything we saw in that first half with Ryan, but before we do, I want to give a shout out to our friends at Hooten's Hardware. They offer a wide variety of tools, materials, and supplies for all your home, business, and outdoor projects and repairs. With over 40,000 square feet of materials in stock, they're sure to have everything you need for any job. They only carry the highest quality products because your satisfaction is their top priority. Hooten's Hardware. They're more than just nuts and bolts. Ryan, we didn't have it for the first half, but here in the second half, we've got the tunnel.
We've got the tunnel.
Up.
Yes,
yeah.
we do. Tyler, I'm ready for the second half. It was a great first half of football. I thought the bands did well there for the halftime performance.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice being outside because usually inside I try to decompress a little bit, sit down, look on my phone, eat a little bit, but were outside. I enjoyed both performances, and so. But I'm ready for some football.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but if your phone is anything like mine, I don't want to look at it tonight for the rest of the night. I'm good on all that.
Twitter,
no
Twitter
good
is
can
not.
come from that.
Twitter is not the place
Might
really
just-
to be, and the problem is for
Might
me.
just delete the app.
Yeah, and I graduated from Sam Houston.
Uh-huh.
Lots of Houston area natives. It's not fun for me. I'll be honest.
Unfortunately, the way I kind of built my career, if that's what you want to call it, came through Twitter, and it's a lot of Houston people in there. So just try to avoid that for the rest of the night. Do want to give a big shout out and good luck to the band tomorrow at Area in Lindale. That'll be fun. Ryan, Paris will have the ball to start the second half, and they will have a chance to make it a one-score game. I mean, a 2-point game, I guess.
Right. Yeah, no, big completion there by the Paris Wildcats. I would almost go as far to say that Sulphur Springs played a flawless first half minus one play.
Yeah,
I mean, you
they really
can't give up a however long touchdown that was. Great play by Paris to make this thing interesting. But, I mean, this is certainly a ball game, and we knew it would be. It was not going to be, heavy one side or the other. I think you can throw records out. Once Sulphur Springs and Paris get together, this matchup goes back. This is one of those, you have a relative that graduated from Sulphur Springs who played in a big game against Paris.
Yeah, and I misspoke earlier. I said the 3 rushing touchdowns for Brady is 2 rushing touchdowns and then technically a passing touchdown to Wyatt Watson.
That's correct. Yes, that is certainly a passing touchdown.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this second half goes. Before we do, I want to tell you, when you have a sports injury, Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is the team to trust. With Fellowship Sports Medicine orthopedic surgeon Dr. Christopher Meltsakos and hand fellowship trained orthopedic surgeon Dr. Christian Douthit, your health is in good hands. To schedule an appointment in Sulphur Springs, call 903-885-6688. Just 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock here, but of course, the later you get into the season, you never know.
The band stopped caring.
Yeah.
But Tyler, I would say the biggest, I guess the MVP for Sulphur Springs right this second is the special teams.
Yeah.
You got 2 blocked punts, I guess you'll call it. Really, I don't know that the first one with Day Hall is really a blocked punt rather than just a really weird return, but certainly a block punt on the second time around. You have the big return from Jackson Hare. You have the pooch kick, fumble recovery, and so all these special teams, mishaps. It's really amazing that Paris is only down by what they're down by. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what we're going to do with the player of the game tonight, because, of course, it's supposed to be a player of the game, and then we got to where, look, there's a couple guys, so we'll give it to both of them.
Hey, listen,
then we gave it to the entire offensive line.
This is our show. We can do whatever we want.
We're really close to giving it to the entire special teams unit. By the way, that player of the game is brought to you by The Way Bible Church, and they want to extend an invitation to everyone to join them on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m., and also on Wednesday nights at 6:15 p.m. At The Way, they are all about experiencing life change. They have a vibrant community awaiting to welcome you with open arms. Join them at The Way Bible Church to embark on a journey of transformation together. Sulphur Springs are ready for the second half, and now so is Paris. So they were very respectful of the clock this time. Second it was at 0. They're like, all right, let's go. I know you and I mentioned this off air before the game started. I really like Paris's uniforms.
Oh, I do too.
It's a very simple, nice look.
It's simple. I like the pant stripe.
Mm-hmm. Very like Penn State-esque kind of.
Yeah, a little bit. Color-wise, it is. I mean, if we're being honest, it's really
like
it's like the Cowboys.
It is.
It's
like
the same
the Cowboys,
same stripe down the middle of the helmet, same stripe down the side of the pants. Obviously, different colors, but.
Fortunately, they're off this week. So only one Dallas team can break our hearts this weekend. But
oh man, I needed an off week for the Cowboys. I feel like I've been just very emotionally. It's been an emotional roller coaster this
it has
year
been.
For the Cowboys.
Through the first quarter of the season.
Great win this last Monday. Big win against the Chargers there.
Yeah, needed that one.
Yes, we did. We
needed
did.
that one. Again, if you're just joining us, Sulphur Springs leads 23-14 at the half, and they will be kicking to Paris to get this second half started.
Tyler, in the big college football game of the weekend, Penn State versus Ohio State.
Who you got?
Who you got?
Actually, give me Penn State.
Man, I think I don't know. Obviously, Ohio State is a safe bet, but I think that Penn State, they really hadn't played a ton.
They haven't.
They hadn't played anybody this year. But it wouldn't surprise me if this was kind of their coming out party. Like, hey, we're in this thing too. It's not just Michigan and Ohio State.
Yeah, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I like Penn State in that one, I think. And we are underway in the second half. Returned from the 10. And Paris is big on making their way to the outside, and it's going to work out for them that time, getting close to the 40. You know, they do that not only on returns, but a lot of time just within their offense.
I fully expect Paris to come out swinging this half. You know, I think that they're obviously thinking to get 7 here. That's going to make this a 2-point game. And I think, you know, if they went down and did that, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm telling you, this Paris team, it's a good team, and I think that they're up for the challenge. They are up for the comeback here in this second half. And so Sulphur Springs, they're going to have to continue tackling, keeping Hohenberger in check, not letting him get outside. We need to create a turnover, and we need to keep doing what we're doing on offense and special teams.
Yeah, you and I talked about this earlier. It's a fun offense to watch.
Yes, I agree.
And with the whole half to kind of draw up this drive, I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't result in points. Dropping back, looking deep. Incomplete. No flags. 2nd and 10.
No, that's great coverage.
The home crowd.
Yeah, the home crowd really disagreed with me there, but that is good coverage. Really wasn't that catchable of a ball anyways. You know, Tyler, actually, I was going to bring up, do you think that this second half with the big play that Hohenberger and the Paris wide receiver was able to connect on, do you think we could see more passing this half?
I wouldn't have thought so on this first drive. Clearly, I'm off to a bad start if that's what I'm assuming. But I think sticking kind of to within what your offense
but
is.
But you see that, and this is going to be a run. This one's going to be a run. So I don't think you're super far off. There it is.
Truth Holmes does a good job of wrapping him up immediately.
We've really
Nathan Andrews in there as well.
For 26 to be such a big kid, I mean that's obviously a bigger back. We've really kept him in check, I feel like.
Yeah, I think so. 3rd and 7. Yeah, Wildcats defense did a good job of wrapping him up and a lot of gang tackling and whatnot, just bringing him down.
I think Paris has to figure out how to get these receivers in space better.
Yeah, I would have thought more screen passes and stuff of that nature maybe. Going to keep it himself. Laren Vaughn and Ty Bobby bring him down. And we've got a player on the field.
At Gary's Termite and Pest Control Company, we help homeowners and business owners control bug and pest problems throughout the Mount Pleasant, Mount Vernon, Winnsboro, Pittsburgh, Sulphur Springs, and the surrounding East Texas areas. Don't let pests take control of your life. Trust our reliable pest control service to eliminate unwanted guests and provide you with peace of mind. Safeguard your property and the well-being of your loved ones with our effective pest control solutions. Call us today to find out.
10:56 left in this third quarter. It's a 4th and short.
Tyler, they are going for it.
They are, and they've got it.
Man, they didn't even feel like they thought about it. They just said, we're doing it. I mean, that's pretty risky on our side of the field. If I'm Paris, on our side of the field, it's the first drive of the second half. If we don't get this, Sulphur Springs got more than good enough field position to make this, I mean, you know. So that was pretty risky.
Now, you posed a question to me. I'm going to pose one to you. We keep seeing what looks like probably a speed option, but he hasn't pitched it yet. Do you think we're going to see it?
Yep, we're going to pitch one here in a little bit.
Well. If we set the over-under at half, I think I'd take
we're going to pitch one.
Yeah.
And it's going to work.
Yeah, I think so.
It will work at some point.
Being a big chunky yards.
And I don't know that he's just holding it. I don't know that it's
it might be
lack
the right
of confidence. I don't know.
And again, the Wildcats bring them down quickly.
Man, 24 has been all over the place for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats tonight.
Former Way Bible Church player of the game.
Church player of the game, Alex McCormick.
Just a sophomore, by the way. a lot of youth on this Sulphur Springs defense. I was looking at the other day. A lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors. 2nd and 11. Ryan, am I bugging or does it smell like rain? I don't like that.
I don't know.
And a nice gain there on 2nd down. Gonna bring up 3rd and short.
That was that formation where you put, quadruple receivers into the wide side of the field. You run it back into the boundary, and so you're really forcing Sulphur Springs to pick. Do we want to cover the screen and any riffraff on that wide side, or?
And now we've got a player on the field again.
Gary's Termite and Pest Control Company. We help homeowners and business owners control bug and pest problems throughout the Mount Pleasant, Mount Vernon, Winnsboro, Pittsburgh, Sulphur Springs, and the surrounding East Texas areas. Don't let pests take control of your life. Trust our reliable pest control service to eliminate unwanted guests and provide
9:15 left here in the third quarter. It's going to be 3rd and short. It says 3rd and 1. It's not even. I mean, it's 3rd and inches, I feel like. They don't have the inch on the scoreboard.
Seems like a Hohenberger keeper here.
And it is.
Hohenberger Bulls package, we might call it.
I like that. And that is enough for the first down. Up to the 37. And I mean, if you're Paris, this is exactly what you were wanting to do to come out of the locker room. Not quite near to the extent of what we've seen in the last couple of weeks, but they are also a team that if they're putting together a drive, it's probably going to take a good bit of the clock.
Absolutely.
Not near as much as a Community or a Maybank probably, but faking the toss, keeping it himself. And again, Holmes, Andrews, Laren Vaughn as well.
I think the problem on some of these pass concepts for Paris, so right there, I like the pitch fake. I like the sequence, but there's only 2 guys downfield running out for a pass. Well, Sulphur Springs has got 4 guys in coverage. And so it's not hard. It's not hard to cover that up.
And we spent a good bit of the pregame show talking about how good the secondary is. 2nd and 11. Yeah, 4 of them get to cover 2 guys. They're going to do a pretty good job of it, I bet. Play clock at 10. 7:50 left in the quarter. Play action again. And still on his feet. Ryan, was almost a sack, ends up being a gain of 4 or 5 or 6.
Man, that is as good as a 4-yard run as you will ever see. Very Marion Barber-esque. Man. He's a tough kid. There's no question.
Absolutely.
There's no question.
And again, as we mentioned, former linebacker, I believe, and was very good at that. So it'll be 3rd and 7.
So instead of 3rd and, I don't know, 13 maybe, 12? 3rd and 7, much more manageable. Probably 4-down territory.
I would think so. Obviously, depending on what happens on this play. If you lose yardage, that's a little different, but they are going to toss it this time. Gain of just a couple there. That might be more of a gain than I thought, huh? Yeah, about 4th and 3 probably. 4th and 4. So yeah, I would think that would very much be a
you got to go for it. You can't punt from here. Not going to be able to kick a field goal either.
They are using a lot of clock. Already under 7 minutes left in the quarter now. Keeping himself. And he's going to be short by
I think he's definitely short, Tyler.
It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Absolutely huge stop for the Wildcats.
Sulphur Springs going to get to take over at around the 30 with 6:47 left in this quarter. Before they do, I want to give a shout out to our friends at Essential Business Solutions. Your organization's network and IT problems can come out of nowhere. Let Essential Business Solutions do all the IT work for you. From managed IT services, disaster recovery, and backup solutions, new hardware and other IT services as needed. Give them a call at 903-335-7581. Essential Business Solutions, they make technology accessible. Starting from the 29.
All right, my goal for this drive is for Skylar Lewis to get his first catch of the night.
Oh, yeah. Nice little gain on first down there. I hadn't realized until you said that he didn't have a catch yet. Had looked his way earlier on what ended up being a deep interception, but it's just the 5th interception of the year for Brady, and he's up to 31 total touchdowns now. Nice little touchdown to turnover ratio. Jackson Heron, Wyatt Watson on the far side, Malachi Rowland in the backfield, Skylar Lewis on our side on a 2nd and 3. Give to Malachi. And you mentioned it earlier, but it doesn't take him long to get to like what's close to full speed. It's enough for the first down, up to the 42. as we reach the midway point of the third quarter. Chris Adams back out there now. Hare, Watson, and Adams. Brady keep it himself. And a nice gain there. Marked him out at the 49. Yeah, we had mentioned this earlier, but what looked like it was going to be this huge shootout, it's going to be a much more
slowed down a lot. Yeah, no question.
Looked like it was going to be 42-35 or something, and it might be a much more.
I still think we're going to pass 30.
I
like
do
we
as
talked
well.
about.
I do as well.
I still think that's going to happen.
To give to Jefferson. And a great job from the Paris defense. Not every day Jefferson
It's been a
goes
couple
down.
weeks since we've seen Cam Jefferson get tackled by the first defender.
Yeah, he's a tough tackle, especially once you get pretty deep into a game. It's the second half now. So I bring up a 3rd and 2 from the 50. 5:12 left here in the half, or in the third quarter rather, not the half. Definitely Brady Bulls-esque. And it is. And it looks like they're going to give it to
I think they're going to get it.
They are.
It's about as close as you'll see to not getting it.
True. Yeah, the fact we had to
right, even question it was a success on Paris's part.
Yeah, that's almost never the case. Again, we talk about if you could go back and measure the success rate, it would be wild. It does bring up first down from the 47. Now he'll have 3 on this side. Keeping himself again. Just managing to get back to the line of scrimmage will bring up 2nd and 10, 4:20 left in the quarter. And a 9-point lead.
It's been a really quick third quarter.
It's going quickly.
It's flying. But that's obviously in Sulphur Springs' favor.
Yeah, at this point.
I mean, you've got the lead. You're up 9. 2 possessions.
Yeah, clock's on your side.
Time is
for
on your side.
Furthermore, to talk about to piggyback on what we were saying a second ago, you would have a hard time finding back-to-back Brady driver rushes that weren't for more than a gain of 2 or 3.
Right, right.
Keeping himself again.
But not 3.
Yeah, not 3 in a row. He's got the first down there. Up to about the 32.
I would think he's got to be getting close to 100.
I would bet.
Probably at 75 or 80
I would bet
so
he's
far.
in that range for sure.
But again, we said that. I mean, he doesn't have 100 yards passing, which is fine.
That is true.
You just got to take it. You got to take whatever they give you. And I think QB draw, zone read. If that's what the defense is given, Brady is a much, he's a talented enough runner to be very successful.
Yeah, especially with the trio of running backs that you have to help you out with it. 1st and 10 from the 34. We give to Roland this time. And a good run from Roland. He might have enough for the first down.
I don't know what Malachi's yards situation is, but his yards per carry has been very good tonight.
Yeah. This is probably the highest usage we've seen from Malachi in a game this year, and he's doing good with it. Because of the way that's all worked out, it's almost like you're gaining a star running back for the back half of the season. It's not a bad situation to be in. Sulphur Springs will have it at the 23, 1st and 10, 2:40 left in the third. Play clock down to 10, and seems to be about where they're snapping it on most of this drive. And I would think probably see that for the remainder of the game. Cam Jefferson does make a miss, and a nice pickup there.
Cameron Jefferson on the carry. Getting room outside. Out of bounds to 15-yard line. 2nd down and 1 to go.
2nd and 1. From right at the 15. Brian, I got to say I like our setup tonight, man.
Yeah, I do too.
It's kind of like a hybrid between being in the press box and being out in the stands.
Again, very very pretty weather, and so it makes it pretty pleasant.
Another keep by Brady. Ryan from the 15-yard line. Brady Driver picks up his 4th touchdown of the night, up to 32 on the season. And they were only in the red zone for 1 play.
That's probably one of his longer touchdown runs of the year.
Yeah, 15 yards. Usually when they're 4 or 5 yards out.
Right. That's a big touchdown, Tyler. So you know, barring the extra point, you're going to make this thing a 16-point game, right back where we were, which is still 2 possessions, but you'd have to get both 2-point conversions to go along with it. And that kick is good.
So with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third, Sulphur Springs leads 30-14.
Gary's Termite and Pest Control Company. We help homeowners and business owners control bug and pest problems throughout the Mount Pleasant, Mount Vernon, Winnsboro, Pittsburgh, Sulphur Springs, and the surrounding East Texas areas. Don't let pests take control of your life. Trust our reliable pest control service to eliminate unwanted guests and provide you with peace of mind. Safeguard your property and the well-being of your loved ones with our effective pest control solutions. Call us today to find out for yourself why Gary's Termite and Pest Control is your pest control company.
Like you said, the extra point makes it a 16-point game with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left here in the third. If you're just now joining us, seeing a lot of special teams turnovers tonight. One earlier on the kick, it was kind of a pooch kick, which you had talked about, and it bounced back in Sulphur Springs' direction, and then the blocked punt as well. 2 blocked punts?
Yeah, it just depends how you scored one of them.
So there's been 3 special teams turnovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Wild night.
I don't know if that was a block punt or not. The one that Day-Day, it's kind of really just a return because it went beyond the line of scrimmage. I don't know.
Oh, fair enough,
I don't know. But I know what you're saying.
That one fielded right at
Watch
the 20.
them return to yeah. They
and
always
again, right
cross
to the outside.
Does it on the return?
And they do a good job at it.
They do. I mean, obviously they get that one up to the 41, so they'll take over at the 41 with 2:02 left in the third quarter. Before they do, I want to talk about our friends at J. Hodge Chevrolet. They have the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. Their knowledgeable sales staff is ready to help you find the car of your dreams. J. Hodge Chevrolet are even such big supporters of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats that they're located on Wildcat Way. Find new roads at J. Hodge Chevrolet, and remember, don't overpay. Go see Jay. So if you're Paris, you don't really change anything yet. Keep running your offense. You've had success. You keep getting past the 50. You've just got to execute once you get down there. And like you said, it's still a 2-score game.
I think so. I mean, there's obviously plenty of time in this one. It's no time to panic yet. But we are down by 16, and we need to be thinking 7 for sure.
The Wildcats defensive line does a good job of bringing them down quickly there. Zach Thomas may have been in on that one. Truth Holmes. So a gain of none. 2nd and 10. And I don't know that we've seen a ton of those on designed runs from Paris.
No.
1:30 left in the quarter. Dropping back. And they do call the flag there.
Yeah, he got there a little early. That's probably the right call. Our coaches do not agree with me, but they're not supposed to.
Right. And if you're Paris, that's one way to move the ball past midfield.
Honestly, in some cases, that's been their best play. Is just get a penalty on the defense. That always helps. But
good things have happened when they have passed the ball. You've had a couple pass interferences. You had the big touchdown pass earlier tonight.
I do think, as opposed to maybe the first 1 or 2 weeks, Sulphur Springs has gotten a lot more discipline on the penalties side of things.
I would say so.
I feel like we've had a lot less than maybe we did against Jacksonville. Like, if I remember, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot against Jacksonville, Mount Pleasant. Kind of did that early, some silly penalties, and I feel like we've really cleaned that up.
Done a much better job since then. I agree with that.
And you have to. In district, you're going to get yourself beat if you're committing a lot of penalties.
That makes it 1st and 10. There you have it spotted at the 49. Now we're going to talk it over for a second. While they're talking this over, I'll talk about our friends at Muddy Jake's. Muddy Jake's is your home for delicious food and the best sports entertainment. With a lively atmosphere, friendly service, and great prices, Muddy Jake's is the perfect place to watch the Sulphur Springs Wildcats game every Friday night. Trying to figure out what we got accomplished. Respotting the ball, but where?
You know, Tyler, it'll be cool. Next week we've got the stew contest, and so hopefully that Friday night when everybody gets to cooking, you know, we've got our campsite set up. We've got Chad's Media, Front Porch News, and we are tuned into the Wildcats. If you're not in the stadium already, but if you're in the vicinity, you're trying to listen, trying to watch.
Apparently there was a lot of that last year. Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
Hoping more of it. Again,
now I think as payment, you know, for us bringing a great product on Friday night, I think Saturday we should get a reserved bowl of stew. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Wouldn't be mad at that at all.
Are you a chicken stew or beef stew guy? Yeah, I'm a chicken stew guy.
I love stew, if we're being honest.
Stew's one of those foods that, like, I'm not always craving it. But, man, once that weather, once that temperature drops a little bit, I'm thinking about
not even cold, like
some
just
crackers,
that fall,
and some cheese, you know.
I'm
all about it.
I don't know if we ever got anything accomplished out of that, but
I actually think we moved the ball back. I don't know.
It's 1st and 10 regardless.
A lot of talking. We're talking about stew.
That's how you know.
Right.
1st and 10 from the 49, 1:20 left in the third. So it didn't get past the 50, but still not. Ty Bobby, big tackle for loss there.
I just feel like a lot of the Paris runs with the sweeps and a lot of the quarterback stuff, man, we're running so far width-wise. We're not getting vertical any, you know?
Yeah, it feels like we're seeing a ton of that.
Very, very horizontal. We're not getting north, and you're just –
and on the times it's worked. I mean, it's worked.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just not really a sustainable way to move the ball effectively.
Another big week for Ty Bobby. He had 10 tackles last week and a tackle for loss. Now he'll have another tackle for loss. 2nd and 11. Quick pass. It is complete, and it is enough for the first down up to the 39.
And that's a tough play. Really not even on the corner. He's just running a quick slant. What you're hoping there is once he gets inside, you're hoping that linebacker just kind of snaps into what's going on, get his hand up, and maybe try to bat that down. But good throw, good catch for Paris right there. Way to move the sticks.
To give on first down, and he breaks the tackle. Breaks another tackle. Great run all the way close to the 15. Past the 15, up to the 11 or 12. Just 16 seconds left on the clock. They may have time for another play here, though.
I just heard the PA announcer refer to the running back as the bull. That was definitely that sounds about right after that run. That is a big-time run.
They do have time for another play in this quarter. Coming back this way with it. Finally just going to keep it himself, and it is a nice gain there on first down. Gets about 5 yards out of it, and that's going to do it for the third quarter.
With Weary Pools, your backyard oasis will always be in pristine condition, leaving you more time to relax and enjoy. We have the knowledge and expertise to keep your pool water crystal clear and perfectly balanced, so you can focus on making unforgettable memories with your loved ones. Whether it's routine maintenance, pool repairs, or equipment installations, Weary Pools has you covered. We take care of the hard work so you can simply dive in and have fun. Don't let pool maintenance become a hassle. Contact Weary Pools today and let us handle all your pool service needs. Because when it comes to your pool, only the best will do.
My name is Bill Holden, and along with my business partner Tommy Anderson, we own BT Medical in Sulphur Springs. In our store, you can find lift chairs, hospital beds, and wheelchairs, along with many other necessary medical equipment. We even have a respiratory therapist with a staff willing to help you with your CPAP, so you can get that healthy rest your body needs. If you can't leave the house, we offer convenient delivery and 24-hour on-call services. From all of us at BT Medical, thank you for shopping with us, and please keep your business local at 201 Linda Drive in Sulphur Springs. Remember the name, BT Medical, supplying equipment with care.
And we're almost ready for the fourth quarter in this one. Sulphur Springs leads 30-14, but Paris will have it 2nd and 5 from the 7 with a chance to, assuming they go for 2, to cut it to a one-score game.
Oh, yeah. No, you got to go for 2.
I will say it looks like Paris kicker is doing some warming up over here, but that may just be for a kickoff here in a minute.
Yeah, if you didn't – well, so if you don't go for 2, if you kick it or you don't get the 2-point conversion, it's still a 2-possession game.
That is
true. 9 points. So, I mean, you have to go for 2.
Yeah.
Tyler, that was the longest 5-yard run I think I've ever seen.
You might be
I was
right.
great at that in high school. I could turn 4 yards into 40 quick.
2nd down, dropping back to pass. He's got him. Touchdown, Paris. And there is a late flag. And that could make the 2-point conversion easier, huh? Or do you,
it'd be half the distance. So yes, I just hope they don't get him for targeting there. We don't need Grayson Hardy out of this game.
Yeah, definitely not.
And I'm not saying that is going to be the call, but it could be. Great throw, great catch there. That's actually the young man that had the interception earlier, so he's playing both ways.
Oh, yeah, good call. So currently a 10-point game. Trying to cut it to an 8-point game.
You got people in the stands yelling, go for 2. Go for 2. That's what we're doing.
So, yeah, we hear you.
I like being outside, Tyler.
I do too.
It's funny listening to all the coaches in the stands.
Yeah, you forget.
Everybody's got a plan.
You forget about that when you're up in the press box and get hearing of it.
Everybody's got a plan.
So the 2-point attempt.
There it
is. Good.
is.
Ryan with 11:56
we've got a ball
left.
game, Tyler.
We got a one-score game. Sulphur Springs leads 30-22.
Sulphur Springs, a premier med spa for all your anti-aging treatments. We offer Botox, fillers, microneedling, IV hydration, B12, and skinny shots. And if you're struggling with weight, our compounded semaglutide weight loss program is proven to help you lose weight. Make the choice today for a more confident, vibrant you. Visit us at Elevate Aesthetics in Sulphur Springs or call us at 214-205-1333. Aging is inevitable, but looking good is a choice.
11 conversion makes it an 8-point game, also a one-score game.
Well, and getting that 2-point conversion, obviously I know it makes it a one-score game. I know it makes it 8 points. But what that does is, because if you don't get it, Sulphur Springs' offensive possession completely changes. We can run the ball. We're trying to take as much clock as possible. We're up 2 scores. That means that Paris has to get the ball twice, and they have to score twice.
Right.
And I know that sounds simple, but it really changes the way they can call plays. Now, up 8, one possession, you just got to go out and play.
Right.
I mean, Sulphur Springs is thinking points here. We need to make this a 2-possession game and get the clock back on our side, because right now –
yeah, and if you were to go score again, I mean, at that point –
it's huge, obviously.
It's, again, what it would be a 15-point game at that point with probably –
right, but 3 and out here,
left.
a turnover. I mean, anything. Paris is obviously still very much in this ball game.
Now, they obviously are kicking from the 45.
So this was a 15-yard penalty. So, man, I just don't know. I don't know why you don't. I mean, I know the touchback, but this is a great opportunity to try something tricky, because if you don't get it, Sulphur Springs is still at the 25-yard line.
It's a difference of
let's
none or
onside
maybe
kick it
5
here,
yards.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. The risk reward is there.
I just they're not going to return an onside kick.
Right.
And so I am probably trying that.
I think I am as well, especially if I've seen tape and I know.
Yeah, there it is. They got it, Tyler.
They did.
I just that is the call there. The risk reward. If they don't get it, it's a 5-yard difference.
Yeah, that's an incredible call, and it makes it not only a one-score game still, but now Paris has a chance to go tie the game up. 11:53 left in this one before they. Now, Sulphur Springs doesn't seem to think the ball traveled far enough, but if it did, it barely did, because you're kicking for the 45.
I personally think that it did.
I think it may have, yeah. Let's wait and see what the refs decide. Neither offense or defense is on the field right now. They are saying it is Paris's ball, so they're going to take over from the 35. 11:53 left in this one. Real quick before this drive starts, I want to tell you about our friends at Alliance Bank here at Chad's Media and Front Porch News. We know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-through services. You can also visit alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs. Give them a call at 903-885-2187. 11:53 left to go. Dropping back to pass. Nothing's there. He's going to have to just keep it himself, and the Wildcats defense does a good job of bringing them down. It's a nice loss on first down, loss of about 4. Second and 14.
Big play there, Tyler. Obviously, after the onside kick, Paris has a ton of momentum. They're thinking, okay, we're going to go get 8 or whatever. But the sack there obviously puts them behind the sticks. It's second and 13 14 now. That's a big stop by the Cats defense.
Yeah, and what's funny, we always talk about this, is about the part of the field where they really buckle down. Of course, usually they've had time to not having to do it from the jump, but passing back this way. Day Hall does a good job of
Man, Sulphur Springs has just done a really great job of not letting any of those get outside of them or get away from them. I mean, they, a Paris receiver gets in some space and they bottle it up pretty quickly.
Yeah, Day Hall does a good job of wrapping up there, and then the rest of the team comes and helps them out. So a gain of none, 3rd and 13, 10:45 left. And another stop here would be huge.
So you've got 2 downs here. I mean, they're obviously going to go for it on 4th.
I thought we were about to see it. Now there is a flag on the play.
It's almost certainly on the offense. I can't imagine what that would be defensively.
Yeah, I can't either.
Did think we were going to get the pitch there.
I really thought we were about to see it.
So that's going to be a holding call.
Yep.
Wonder if they decline it. I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, because that would bring up a 4th and about 5.
Yeah, I think
you
take
go ahead and take it.
Yeah, I think you take it.
So now that makes 3rd and long. 3rd and 17 or 18 probably.
Yeah, I don't know what you call here if you're Paris, because if you throw it.
I will say I don't know how much has changed. You're still using your 2 downs, I would think.
But now, I mean, if you throw it, I don't know. Do you go for it 4th and 17?
I think you almost have to run a speed option again.
Yeah, I think you run it. I really do. I think you run it.
3rd and 18.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
It's wide open, Tyler.
It is wide open. And it's complete for the first down. Incredible play call, incredible execution there. For a gain of about 25 or so, and enough for the first down.
And honestly, we're lucky that it wasn't a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, it is wide open. And it's so tricky for the defense to even think about the possibility of that happening. But great play call by Paris there to move the sticks in a big spot. We've got a ball game, Tyler.
There's exactly 10 minutes left. Paris is on the 20. And a nice gain on first down. Gain of 7. Up to the 13. And of all the times we unfortunately don't have a clock for the camera, it's when we probably need it the most.
Right.
2nd and 3. QB keep. He's got the first down. He's still going. Up inside the 5.
Man, he runs
9.5
hard.
left. He runs very hard.
Tyler.
Exactly 9.5 minutes left in this one, and Paris is going to try to even up this game. We might go back to the beginning of this game where we're just scoring.
Goal, yep. Hey, wouldn't it be something? They score the touchdown here. They get the 2-point conversion. It's tied up. It would then become whoever scores more over 30.
You mean exactly what you
the
said?
Other. That's
exactly
almost like
what you said in the pregame show. Ladies and gentlemen, 9:03 left in this one. 1st and goal from the 2, and that's a touchdown. Paris is going to get to attempt a 2-point conversion to tie this one up.
You know, I don't think you don't overthink this.
Yeah.
I think you call something to Hohenberger, 22 at quarterback, and you let him do his best to barrel his way into the end zone. That's what I'm calling.
I can't help but wonder, without the flag over here, being able to kick from the 45. Probably don't onside kick there, huh? I don't know.
No, you absolutely do not onside kick.
The keep
there it is
good. And with exactly 9 minutes left in this one, we're all tied up, 30-30.
We believe in providing exceptional customer care and convenience. We do this by offering unique and comprehensive services unlike big chain pharmacies. With our MedSync program, our customers can schedule a day to pick up all their medications at one time. We also offer vaccines and B12 shots to keep you healthy and protected. Take advantage of our fast and reliable delivery service straight to your front door. We're a team that is focused on helping our neighbors and adding value to this community. Make an easy transfer to Cody Drug today. At Cody Drug, we're committed to earning your trust.
Ryan, there's exactly 9 minutes left in this one, and we're all tied up at 30. In the pregame show, you said it's going to take at least 30. It might be whoever can score more than 30, and the winner of this one will, in fact, have more than 30.
Yep.
If it's anything like the first quarter of this game, this lead could change back and forth, or we could see multiple scores.
Well, it went from, okay, this is going to be really high scoring to, man, it's probably not going to get to as many as we thought to,
it might
be
60
points.
Yeah.
Yep. One of our more high scoring games of the season.
Yeah. Two teams who have had no trouble scoring points continue their trend of scoring points. That's by far the deepest kick of the night. Skylar Lewis taking it from the 5. He does get it back past the 20. He's still going, Rod. Up past the 40. Incredible return from Skylar Lewis to get that close to midfield.
That's big time, Tyler. And, you know, for a guy that doesn't have, obviously Skylar wants the ball in his hands. He doesn't have his first catch tonight. He finally gets one kicked to him to return. He's thinking, I'm going to get 6. And so the, tackler has him in his grasp, but Skylar doesn't go down and turns that into a huge return for the Cats.
What started off looking sketchy ends up being a huge return. Before this drive starts, we'll tell you about our friends Marcy Gamble and Micah Sheedy at Amadeus Healthcare, both of which have over a decade of experience. Amadeus specializes in after-surgery care or after hospitalization or a new diagnosis of chronic illness. They also offered skilled nursing as well as physical, occupational, and speech therapies on top of medical social work and certified nurse aides. Brady Driver keeps on first down, and he does get past the 50. Nice gain of about 7 or 8 there.
It's getting chippy out there, Tyler. You can feel the energy in the stadium has definitely shifted. I won't say that Paris has the momentum, but I'm kind of saying that Paris has the momentum.
They don't not have the momentum.
It's been a tale of two halves. First half we dominated special teams, really turned into some good points. This second half, Paris kind of does the same. They move the ball offensively, get the score, onside kick, get another score.
That being said, this drive is starting off in a great way for your Sulphur Springs. Brady keeping it again. Big hit, but he does get the first down.
Now, that is an absolutely massive hit on Brady Driver.
Props to Brady Driver for popping right up.
Moves the sticks, and Brady is ready to rock.
He is. He's ready to go. Did not seem to
guarantee
phase
that put him over the 100-yard mark.
I would bet
rushing.
he almost has to be. Like I was trying to say before the snap, like you're saying, the momentum's definitely starting to shift in Paris's side. But this couldn't be a better response if you're Sulphur Springs.
No,
the
return to the 45. You've already moved the sticks. You're on their side of the field.
7:42 to give to Malachi. It's a big run for Roland. And he's got enough for the first down and then some.
Tyler, there's some pad popping going on. We're seeing some big hits. Malachi finds the hole, gets going quickly.
It almost feels like a tie rivalry game late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it does. It does. And if Sulphur Springs is able to score here, I'm not so sure that won't be the last time anyone scores.
Yeah, I know.
I think we could see, 2, 3.
There's 7 minutes and 10 seconds
fireworks are not
left.
done yet.
I don't think so. First and 10 from the 25. Just a little over 7 minutes left. Quick pass out to Hare. Hare goes out close to the first down marker.
Pass complete to Jackson Hare.
But at the 19, so it's going to be 2nd and 4.
Down to the 19-yard line of Paris. 2nd down and 4.
Yeah. 6 minutes, 55 seconds left. It's worth noting both teams have all 3 timeouts. Closest game we've had so far this year, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so. Jacksonville was pretty close.
Yeah, it was.
But
flag on the play. I don't know what that would have been.
I'm not sure, actually. Kind of in one of those spots where it could go both ways. Face mask, holding, I'm not sure.
And it is a face mask. Good call, Ryan. Right? Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Making sure.
I'm kind of moving the ball slow.
I'm not Ryan Humphries,
So
but I
that
can read
is-
rest fairly
right,
well. And I was
right.
like, wait, well.
So that
puts you back in the Bell Concrete red zone.
Turns into a pretty big first down, Tyler.
Is it 1st and goal from the 10? Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Or is that from the 9? Either way, 1st and goal.
9.5.
6 minutes. The clock is rolling, so 6:45. You're going to get 4 tries at this. Cam Jefferson, the running back. Brady trying to make his way to the outside. And they're not giving him near as much as I thought, maybe. Just a gain of 1 or 2. Yeah, just a gain of 1. 2nd and goal from the 8 now. Exactly 6.5 minutes left. I'm very curious. You know, you get 3 more tries at this. Do you let Brady have 3?
You might. I mean, and also.
I also wouldn't be surprised to see one of those quick slants to Skyler.
Oh, it's open right now.
Yeah, it is.
Quick slant to Skyler is definitely open. No safety over top. But I don't I don't hate keeping the ball on the ground because you're also going to get the clock aspect of it.
Yeah, that's true, especially going out there.
But I do really like a slant right here.
Like you're saying, it is probably going to be open. Brady keeping it himself. And again, it's just a couple there.
It's a great tackle.
Not a couple, a few. It's going to make it about 3rd and goal from the 4 or the 5. 3rd and goal from the 4.
I'll say this. You don't get it here, and you move the ball any. I'm totally comfortable going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brady Bulls package. I mean, we've seen how effective it is. I'm
almost comfortable with passing here, and if it's incomplete,
running it again. You're
maybe.
inside. You're inside the 5. I would say that's probably enough to stick by that line of thinking.
Now I trust Faircloth's play calling a lot better than my own, so we'll see what he goes with on 3rd and goal from the 4. 5:40 left. Brady keeping it again.
There it is.
And he's got enough. 5:35 left. Clock's still running. We're going to have to figure that out. Yeah, now the Paris sideline.
I think our lack of enthusiasm is funny. It's really because me and Tyler have decided we're not going to yell into the mic.
Yeah.
But we're pumped. Huge touchdown. That's
that, especially when I'm outside, I can't see. Until I see someone signal something, I'm not saying anything.
Huge touchdown there. Great play call. When in doubt, Brady's Bull package. Good snap, good hold. And Tyler, I think it slips in.
It does. 5:28 left. Sulphur Springs leads 37-30.
Your hometown concrete supplier has been a part of Sulphur Springs for over 70 years. We are a locally owned, family-oriented small business. We are proud to support the communities we service. Our plants are located in Sulphur Springs, Greenville, Mount Pleasant, and very soon we will open a plant in Blue Ridge. For the best quality and customer service in Northeast Texas, give us a call today at 903-885-3126. We appreciate your support, and go Wildcats.
Here in Paris, Sulphur Springs goes up 37-30. Ended up using a lot of time on that drive.
Certainly enough time to where
if you get a stop
here, things are looking really good for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
Again, I mentioned it during that last drive, but both teams still have all 3 timeouts. So even if Paris does score, depending on how much time they use, you might would have time to go answer back yourself. But, of course, if you're Faircloth, if you're this team, you're just saying, hey, give me a stop. Get me a stop, and we win the game, essentially. And this defense has come up really big when needed. But this is everything, when you think about Friday Night Lights, when you think about Texas high school football, this is what you think about. Late in the season, two teams who are undefeated in district, rivals, and it's a touchdown game with 5.5 minutes left. Rodriguez kicks that one deep. And just going to let that one go for a touchback. So Paris will take over at the 25 with 5:28 left. Before they do, I want to tell you about our friends at Easley's Liquid Fertilizer and Custom Pasture Spray, and their family-owned and operated business that provides year-round custom agriculture spraying services of farms, ranches, and acreages. Owned by Rodney Easley, they are huge supporters of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, including Trent Easley, who's one of the coaches for your Wildcats. As an authorized dealer for Monty's plant and soil products, they can provide everything your crops and soil need. Their goal is to help farmers be more successful. Give Rodney a call at 214-837-2206.
Tyler, a couple of finals for you. Ooh. Not finals, but they're pretty much over. Kaufman 40-6 in the fourth quarter. Anna 51-6 fourth quarter, and Cooper takes down Honey Grove 34-21.
34-21.
Yep.
That sounds like a fun one. Good gain on first down there. 2nd and 3. $5:15.
I'm telling you, Tyler, I am not sure that Paris won't go down and score, and then Sulphur Springs is going to have to go down and score again. I do not think the fireworks are over.
I really thought that was going to be
big
it.
Play.
And Zach Thomas said, "Get back here." The Paris crowd very much was hoping for a flag, but they're not going to get one. And it's going to be third.
We got to pitch it at some point. I mean, at some point, that same play needs to be a pitch because Zach Thomas, Nathan Andrews, both in on the action there. And really, I think they're fortunate to where forward progress was marked. I don't know that he got that far.
Yeah, I really don't either.
But it's 4-down territory, don't you think?
Yeah, I would think so.
3 timeouts, but I don't know.
It's a touchdown game. There's only 4:20 left. It's 3rd and 6.
I think if you give it back to Sulphur Springs, you're running the risk of not getting it back.
There's a quick flag on that one.
That's in the spot of holding.
Yeah.
Maybe illegal hands to the face, but I can't see how that would be on the defense. Paris O-lineman does not look happy. Now, if that is holding, I don't know if you accept it or not. I don't know.
I think I do, but I don't know.
I think you probably trade distance for the down.
I think so.
I think you do.
Just because if they do get the conversion on 4th down, then you're asking yourself, man, why didn't I just
why didn't I just do that?
Yeah.
And right here, you're just saying, hey, defense, no penalties.
Cannot
have a penalty here.
No penalties here.
Cannot have a penalty.
Let's bring it up at 3rd and 16 from the 19. Dropping back to pass. Laren Vaughn trying to bring him down. Still going. Push out of bounds by Truth Holmes, and that ends up being a really big gain. It's going to be 4th and maybe 3 or 4.
Now you're going for this. I was going to ask you, do you go for it? Obviously, it's 3rd and 16.
Now they are.
I think here you certainly go for it.
Yeah. It's 4th.
They didn't get as far. Okay, they didn't get as far as I thought.
They went back a little bit. So 4th and
4-ish. Yeah, you go for it, though. You have to go for it.
Yeah, 4:05 left. 4th and 4.
I'm not going to say this is for the game,
I'm not
but
say
it's kind of for the game.
He took the words out of my mouth.
I like the timeout call there. A little bit of confusion there in the slot.
4:04 left.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Hey there, Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Pastor Joel Tiemeyer here from the Way Bible Church, and we are beyond excited to support you in all things this year. Whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or in your personal lives, we are here cheering you on every step of the way. Also, we want to extend an invitation to each and every one of you to join us at the Way Bible Church on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m., also on Wednesday nights at 6:15 p.m. At the Way, we are all about experiencing life change. We have a vibrant community awaiting to welcome you with open arms. Join us at the Way Bible Church, and let's embark on this journey of transformation together. Let's go Wildcats.
Ryan, You kind of took the words right out of my mouth right before the timeout, but it's not – you can't fully say this is for the game, but
yeah.
4th and 4 with 4:05 left.
I love the timeout call there.
Well.
You're unsure on defense. It's the play of the game. Mm-hmm. Let's really be positive of what our assignments are.
I agree. And you more or less got to look at it.
I can't hear you, Paris. Let's go.
So in a one-score game, 4:04 left in this one. We got a 4th and 4. A quick pass. It is enough for the first down. That's up to the 44.
Man, that is an awesome play call.
It is an awesome play call.
Roll out. You're thinking, okay, he's looking for a receiver, but we know he's going to take off and run. We haven't thrown to 17, the tight end, all night. He slips around back, and we deliver a ball over the middle. That's a really great play call.
It really is.
That's one of those, we've worked on it, we hadn't run it, and we're really saving it for the right time.
Saving it for now. 1st and 10 from the 44.
Nathan Andrews, he's having a great defensive possession.
He is. And Ryan, there is exactly 3.5 minutes left in this one. 2nd and 9.
There's no moving silent for old Nathan Andrews. He's a very he's a what's the word? He gets the people going. That's for sure. He's excited.
He does.
I like it. I like the energy.
He does. Clock down to 3:10. Rolling out. Passing at the last second. That one through a pair of receivers' hands, but will bring up 3rd and 9. And you're almost in this exact same situation as a second ago.
Paris has not done a great job on 1st and 2nd this offensive possession.
And you're running out of plays to go to.
You, again, that 4th down call.
I'm putting in the call.
You only had it once.
I'm putting in the call. Speed option. We're seeing the pitch this time. I'm doing it. I'm putting it in.
I like it. I like it.
3rd and 9. Exactly 3 minutes left from the 45. I was wrong. Drop it back to pass. Looking deep. Great breakup by Austin Cheney, and they throw the flag. Austin Cheney pleading his case, and I don't blame him.
My goodness.
I was not expecting the flag on that.
I thoroughly disagree with that one.
You know, the one you had mentioned earlier in the night that you said you weren't sure about.
Was way. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say.
This one, though. Yeah. I
thought that was impeccable coverage by Austin Cheney.
I did too.
And that one, I'm not even, you'll hear me say that they like to see defenders play the ball, but there, he's so far away from it trying to recover, there's no way he can get a pass interference. I mean, Tyler, I could not disagree more.
Producer Corey, who
Did we have a replay there?
He had a good replay of it. He said not a chance.
I could not disagree with that one anymore.
It brings up 1st and 10 now from the 40.
Man.
2:53 left to go.
It is. That was 4th and 10.
Yeah.
Going to be a 4th and 10. Here's a reverse.
Braxton Wall doing his best to get him down, and then Day-Day Hall comes in to help out. Day-Day Hall's having a night.
Man, it is getting chippy out there.
It is.
Like you said, it's almost like two rivals in a one-score game in the last couple minutes of a contest.
And Ryan, back to what you said just a second ago, 1st and 2nd down, they just aren't
doing
we're not.
We're not moving the ball enough.
2:30 left, 2nd and 8.
And I think we've seen that Paris, their bread and butter is not. We don't need to be 3rd and long. We don't need to be behind the 6. That's not what we're good at.
I don't know how many more of those are going to keep getting away with.
No, you're not. Yeah.
Rolling to this side. Just keeping it.
Oh, you got to get rid of that.
Laren Vaughn there. Alex McCormick there as well. 3rd and 6.
He got a couple yards, but.
Yeah. Gain of 2. 1:56 left. Now, if you're Paris, I have all three of my timeouts. So
we questioned. We
And
talked
they
about the
are gonna-
timeouts. We said, okay, they could be different possessions. This is it.
Yeah.
They don't score here. It's over.
And that is the first one. There's 1:52 left. It's going to be a 3rd and 5. Corey, okay, you can show it again if you want to.
Are we showing it?
He's showing the replay.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
All right, so drops back, ball's up. We've got a jump. Oh, man. I mean, he barely made any contact with him at all. That's not great. That's not a great call. That's not a great call.
We'll see what they dial up here on 3rd and 5 with 1:52 left. I want to tell you about our friends, East Texas Physical Therapy. They are a provider of physical therapy and rehabilitative services in Sulphur Springs. After a visit to East Texas Physical Therapy, each patient will know what it means to have service beyond excellence, and they hope that you will return to their facility for all your rehab needs.
And, you'll see that call, when they don't turn around, that's when they go through the receiver. Right there, the Paris receiver, he's jumped so far up. Austin's trying to make a play on it, getting around him. There's really no contact whether he turns around or not.
It's tough. Now, you get to stop
It's a
on
big
these
third
next
down,
2
Tyler.
plays. It
This is
doesn't
big.
matter, I guess, but keeping it himself. Ronnie's got the first down. He's up to the 23. Clock stopping at 1:47.
Well, if you were looking for a fun Texas high school football game,
You got
look
one.
no further.
Now the clock rolling again.
'Cause this one is
1:45.
awesome.
First and 10 from the 23.
Now, Paris called that timeout, and so
Yes.
they're basically they're all in on this drive.
Yes.
There's no life after this. If
I
we don't
also
score,
wonder if
that's
they,
it.
I also wonder if they go for 2 if they score.
Oh, man.
We asked this exact question
I don't think that's a bad
1
move
year
at
ago
all.
today, and we never got to find out. Now there's a flag on the play. And if you're at that point, you just have to throw the ball away. You're losing time, right?
Yeah, it depends what this penalty is, which I guess wouldn't change that. They don't ever put time back on the clock.
I'm thinking holding based off the.
Well, the way he's talking to the Paris coach, it makes me feel like it's on Sulphur Springs.
Oh, you think so?
Well, there's no.
I was getting the opposite.
Well, but the Paris
vibe.
coach, he seems pretty angry.
He does. 1:18 on the clock. We'll wait to see what this call is. I think
Ref's
holding,
angry,
yeah.
coach is angry. We're not really sure what's going on. We're picking up the flag.
You can
now,
almost,
it was to do, it's certainly to do with the receiver closest to us.
outside of the bands, you could almost hear a pin drop in here, man.
Right. We're all patiently awaiting what this call is going to be.
Someone yelled, hurry up.
Hurry up.
Got other places to be, apparently.
I hope they don't go for 2, Tyler, if they were to score here.
I think
I'm thinking
they will,
about that.
False start. Okay.
I think, yeah.
I don't know if you remember.
Or a
we
legal
literally-
motion.
I mean, this is the exact.
Yeah.
This is the exact same as the game a year ago. It came down to this.
Yeah.
And you and I were
going
sitting there.
the same direction.
Going the
everything.
same direction.
Yep.
And you and I sat there and asked, if they scored, do they go for 2 to win the game? Now, on that one, we never got to find out because Jaden Nelson in his pass breakup.
Well, maybe it'll be an Austin Chaney or a Ty
Maybe.
Bobby or Grayson Hardy breakup. We'll see it really good from here. We're in perfect prime. So Sulphur Springs is going to decline that.
And just make it second down.
And make it second down.
So rather than 1st and 15, it's second
Faircloth
and
has done a
10.
good job tonight
He
with,
has.
don't just
Don't
take
just
the penalty
assume,
because they
yeah.
called it.
Right.
Let's think about it. Let's
Right.
think about the down and distance. What puts us
More
in the
than
best.
those 5 yards, I need them to have one less down.
And again, you said it. They don't put time back on the clock, and so that all took time.
Dropping back to pass. Looking to the end zone.
Oh,
Chaney!
Tyler, there we go, baby.
Austin Chaney!
Austin Chaney
with the interception.
We said it was going to happen, Tyler. Who is going to make the play in the secondary? It's Austin Chaney.
It's Austin Chaney.
The interception of the night.
The senior.
Absolutely huge.
Coming up big.
Tyler, I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Player of the game?
I'm thinking that's player of the game.
I don't know that I disagree with you.
I mean, that is absolutely massive. How eerily similar to last year's game with Paris. Jaden Nelson comes up big in the secondary, and who else but Austin Chaney?
Austin Chaney, man.
Man. You know, I taught him that.
It's funny because – did you?
We're blood, so.
It's funny because so much of this year, because of the teams they've had to face, he's had to become much more of a run stopper, you know, helping out in the run game, and he finally gets his chance to control a game, to change a game with his coverage.
And that's been a play that Paris, for being a running team, they have completed passes down the field in big spots or gotten pass interference, whatever it may be. But the interception there, I mean, that almost pretty much puts a nail in the coffin here. We can't say it's over yet because of how close we are to the end zone, but I would think you're just going to snap it to Brady and just, you know, tell him not to fall down in the end zone. Just like that.
Yep, and he gets all the way.
So Paris is going to take a timeout. They're going to have one more after this. 1:06 left.
Dude, we can't say it enough. Austin Chaney.
Man, that is
what a beast.
Coming up big when it matters.
Absolutely. Yeah. Paris uses their second timeout. Like you said, there's 1:06 left, and it is going to be about 2nd and 4, maybe 2nd and 5. Pick up the first down, and you can take a knee. And this one's clearing out pretty quick. I don't know if you noticed that. Second and 3. Well, spoiler alert, it's been decided.
We already said it, so.
Oh, really? Yeah. Everyone put the call in for Austin Chaney. You put the call in as well, pretty much.
Tyler, I'm looking at the time here, and I'm pretty positive we can just take a knee. With one timeout.
You'd have to punt with what?
Yeah, I get
seconds?
no. First down, it's over.
Go get your first down, it's over.
All right, now it's over.
And now it's
first down. That's it.
Yep. And the Wildcats will be able to just take a knee.
I don't know that Paris will even call timeout now.
I wouldn't, but they are going to. And I don't, you know.
No, absolutely not. I mean, fumble the snap, something crazy happens. But, man, just an absolutely awesome high school football game.
Incredible.
Certainly got what was promised to us. A
when these
fun
two
one.
teams play each other, man.
Oh, I know it. And Paris played a good game. That second half, I'm not going to say they outplayed us in the second half, but they had more positive plays than we did. But
they technically outscored you in the second half.
Yep, we did. But we go down and get the touchdown, our only 7 points of the second half. Or do we have 23?
23.
So we scored 14.
Yes.
Okay, we scored 14 in the second half. But
I believe it was 23-7.
Yeah, nonetheless.
Or 23-14? I don't know. Nonetheless.
14. It was 14.
It was,
We're forgetting the score.
23-14.
But it was 23-14. Sulphur Springs does what they have to do offensively to get a 7-point lead. Paris, you know, we thought, okay, there might be a couple more possessions in this. It ends up being just, you know, completely take all of the clock away. And Sulphur Springs defense comes up when it matters. And that was fun.
So they'll have to do that one more time. There's 50.
Best formation in football, Tyler. Victory formation.
It is, and yes, with just 47 seconds left on the clock.
So Sulphur Springs
will have to do that one more time.
All but clinches a spot in the playoffs.
Yes.
I think that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. I think 3 wins it would have to be in a 4.
I'm almost.
Yeah. So that's huge, obviously.
Yeah, and
you got a big game.
Keeps you undefeated in district play.
Yep, big game coming up against Kaufman at home.
Yeah, go beat Kaufman at home next Friday night.
And we will be heavily favored in that one.
You get to play Anna for the district title on the final week of the season by a final score of 37-30. Your Sulphur Springs Wildcats pick up a 6th win in a row, and they stay undefeated in district play. Let's go ahead and announce the Way Bible Church player of the game.
Yeah. Austin Chaney. I think that's a no-brainer.
Incredible game all night, and then to put it away with the interception. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight, and thank you to our entire crew here at Chad's Media. We've got Jeremy DeLorge, Abby Tips, Corey Hankins, and Caitlin Hankins. My partner, Ryan Humphries. I'm Tyler Lennon. Join us next Friday night, same time, same place. We'll see y'all then.